Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday night, everybody. The Boston Celtics on a roll. They've been tearing it up lately on the road for this matchup. Winners of 11 straight games in a row. The NBA's best record of 48-12 through their first 60 games of the season. They are up by 8 games over the Bucks, who are in second now in the Eastern Conference. 6 games out of Minnesota, the number 2 team in the NBA. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. The Celtics tonight on the road taking on Cleveland at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. The Cavs down to number 3 right now in the East, 39-21 overall record, 20-11 on their home floor this season, coming off a loss against the Knicks, 107-98 on Sunday, and right now they're 1 game behind Milwaukee, who's up to number 2 currently in the Eastern Conference. Man, just the dominance of the Celtics, what have they been doing? It's just been incredible what Boston has done lately. They've just keep on cashing in on the point spread, and the points for the Celtics being the favorite, plus the points. Just massive double-digit victories. The previous 6 games, they won by double digits. They've just been incredibly dominant. 11 straight wins, 29.8-point win margin during the last 6 games for the Celtics. Just an insane win margin, almost winning by 30 points in the previous 6 games, going back to the Brooklyn Nets win right before the All-Star break, where they won by 50, and they've won 3 games now by 50, which is a franchise record for the Celtics this season, coming off that pounding over Golden State and a win on Sunday. Final score is 140-88. Daniel, Michael, Hockey from Home, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in tonight for this one. Make sure to vote in the poll who you guys like in this game tonight, Celtics or Cavs. This is the first out of 5 road games for Boston. Celtics at Cleveland first before they fly out to face the Nuggets on Thursday night in a late game at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. And they got Phoenix on Saturday. And then back-to-back between Portland and then Utah early next week. Donovan Mitchell not playing tonight in this game, as Cleveland has 4 players listed out for this matchup tonight. So Donovan Mitchell not available tonight. Neither is Karis LeVert, Ty Jerome, and Max Strus, all 4 players listed out. And then the Celtics upgrading too from questionable to available. Kristaps Porzingis, he is back playing tonight in this game, upgraded to available inside the starting 5. Jaylen Brown was questionable going into this game tonight, but he has been upgraded to available as well. So the Celtics, everybody healthy besides Neemias Queta for this matchup, as once again they just keep on. Let's see if they can keep on playing like their dominant selves in this matchup. Looks like they're just on another level, another planet, how they've been playing lately for the Celtics. What's good, Ward on the street? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Man, I don't know who can stop the Celtics based on how they've come out after the All-Star break, how they've been playing lately. They've been playing on another level. Jaylen Brown is given so much space in the last game against Golden State. Golden State kept on daring Jaylen Brown to shoot the ball. Jaylen Brown poured in 19 points in the first quarter. In his first 8 minutes on the floor, the birthday boy Jason Tatum took over in the second quarter, in the third quarter early on. And for Boston, just, man, they are a force. Here's some great signs here for the Celtics, that they have a 48-12 record in the first 60 games this season. They've won the championship in 3 of these years that they had similar or almost identical records to what they won the championship through the first 60 games. 1965 and 1986. The Celtics had a 49-11 record the first 60 games. They won the championship in both of those years, 1965 and 1986. Their last championship, where they won back in 2008. The Celtics had the same exact record as they do entering this game tonight, 48-12 through the first 60 games for Boston. Celtics looking for win number 49 tonight on the road at Cleveland. Number 2 defense in the NBA. Jeffrey, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for the update. PC, Georgetown tied. Yeah, I was watching the first couple minutes of that game. Providence was up, but allowing Georgetown right now to creep back into the game. We got a whole basketball full of games on the slate tonight. We'll keep you guys posted throughout the entire scoreboard. NBA, college basketball, bunch of games going on, including the big one. Number 12, Illinois, leading number 3 ranked Purdue, 30-22 right now, with under 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Florida, Alabama, that's a really good game as well. Florida hosting Alabama, leading by 2 for the Gators, with around 7.5 left to go in the first half. North Carolina taking care of business early on against Notre Dame, 28-18. And South Florida is ranked at 24 in the nation right now, up over Tulane, 29-24 to score there. And then we got multiple bubble teams in action tonight. Clemson leading Syracuse 32-28. Syracuse is on the bubble. They're going to have to win that game and go multiple rounds into the ACC tournament to have a chance for Syracuse, most likely. Providence just scored a bucket, so they're up by 2 now at Georgetown, 20-18. And Virginia Tech, 34-19, leading Louisville. They got a lot of work to do, though, for Va Tech to get themselves back in bracket consideration. Ole Miss on the road, trailing at Georgia, 20-17. That would stick basically the nail in the coffin for Ole Miss if it hasn't already been done so. But they've dropped all the way from the bracket to out of the bracket, and like the last 8 in for Ole Miss. This is their last gasp tonight, basically on the road at Georgia. If they can't close out that one, they are not going to be under consideration any longer. Here's the starting 5 tonight. Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis for the Boston Celtics. On the road for Boston, taking on Cleveland with Darius Garland. Sam Merrill gets the start, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. The starting 5 for the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. Missing 4 starters from the lineup, missing 4 players from the lineup. 2 of those starters, Donovan Mitchell, out for the next 3 games for Mitchell. And also Max Strus is out tonight in this matchup for Cleveland. Also missing Karis LeVert too. And a 4th player with Ty Jerome. Michael, what's good? Welcome back in, man. Glad to have you back on the stream. About to tip this one off. Celtics go with their road white jerseys. Green numbers, green letters tonight for Boston on the road. They are destroying opponents in the last 11 games. They have a 22.1 point win margin. That is good for the best point differential in a 10-game span in NBA history. Right now, what the Celtics are doing, destroying their opponents. 3 50-point wins for the Celtics this season, franchise record. 2 of those wins coming in the previous 6 games that they won by 50 points. The last game before the All-Star break against Brooklyn, they won by 50, and then 52 on Sunday, blowing the doors off Golden State. Looking to see if they can send America another big message tonight. Final game of the season at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. The only game that Boston is on the road at Cleveland. Boston won the first 2 games in their home floor, 120-113 on December 12th, 116-107 on December 14th. Here we go, about to tip off. Cavs go with the black jerseys tonight for this matchup. Gold letters, gold numbers going right to left on the floor. Celtics left to right in the court with their road white jerseys, green numbers, green letters for this matchup. And Porzingis and Jarrett Allen lining up here at midcourt to jump it off. And we are underway, and Boston controls the opening tip. First possession for the Celtics. Holiday hands it off to White, top of the key. Derek White guarded by Garland. White gets past Garland off the screen. Kick out to the corner. Brown open. 3 in the air. Off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound back to White. Here's a 3 jacked up by Holiday. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. Okoro picks up the defensive rebound. So Boston to start off 0 for 2 from the perimeter On the first possession here for Cleveland. Cleveland 18th in the NBA in scoring. Number 2 in defense. Mobley slipped to the elbow. Bounce pass over to Garland. Garland, no good in the layup. Putbacks there, though, for 2 by Allen. Cleveland able to strike first with a bucket by Jared Allen. Possession number 2 now for the Celtics. 0 for 2 from the perimeter. Their first time out. Tatum moves it off to the wing to Brown. Brown up fake. Drives at the free throw circle. Guarded by Jared Allen. Drives as he tried to get past him. Flung it out to the wing. White tries a 3. Missed off back iron. Rebound controlled by Evan Mobley for Cleveland. So Cleveland off to an excellent start so far, forcing 3 misses to begin this game. Mobley couldn't finish at the rim. Too strong. Off the mark. Porzingis collected the rebound. Brown has it up the floor. Jacks up the 3. Swoosh! He delivers for JB. 4 attempts from 3. They finally are able to take one and make one on their 4th attempt of the game, and the Celtics have the lead. Yeah, I heard about that today. That's unfortunate news there, that he was supposed to be the opening day starter for the Red Sox. Jared Allen floats with a shot at the free throw circle, connects on it. 4-3 now the score is Cleveland takes the lead right back. Jared Allen with all 4. Crossover. Tatum. Step back in the air. Muddy. Jason Tatum just turned 26 on Sunday on his birthday. Nasty step back off the crossover. Sinks it down for 3. Garland has it at the top of the key. Dribbles out free throw circle. Rises for the jumper over White. Connects on it. Big time too right there by Garland. 6-6 currently. Holiday on the far side of the floor has possession. Holiday working on Sam Merrill. Tries to turn the corner, gets past him. Kick out corner. Jaylen Brown takes the 3. No good. Skidded off the rim. Offensive rebound. Porzingis over 3 players off the up fade. Couldn't finish off the glass. Too strong. Merrill collects the rebound. Sam Merrill up the floor. Fires the pass. Left corner. Garland. Fadeaway 3 off the mark. No good. In and out of the hands of Porzingis. They get it back. Okoro with a 3. Drills it. 9-6 for the Cavs. Usually don't see Isaac Okoro making many 3s, but that's a big bucket right there to go up by a triple here for the Cavs. 9:15 left to go in the first. Brown slides it off to the top into the hands to Tatum. Tatum guarded at the top of the key by Jared Allen, the big man for Cleveland. 101. Tatum crossover, gets past Allen, right to the cup, tried to throw down the dunk, missed the right-handed slam dunk. The ball ricocheted back to Porzingis though. Brown, step back 3 in the air straight away. No good. Halfway home, skipped around the rim and out. The Cavs collect the defensive rebound. Garland up the floor, working on White, shaking big, back out to the top, step back Garland. Off the back rim too long, tipped around, and the rebound controlled by Tatum. Turned out to be a 3-point shooting contest right now between these two teams that started off. Celtics with possession. Brown, Euro step. His pass deflected. The right place, right time. Drew Holiday picks it up. Took the 3, but it missed off the rim. Holiday, good active hands right there with a deflection. As Porzingis collects the steal. White, gonna slow it down up the floor back to Drew. Drew passes off to Tatum, top of the key. Tatum working on Okoro now. Takes the 3 over Okoro. Deep range. Tatum, a laser from downtown. Connects on it. 9 apiece right now to start off this game. JT up to 6 points currently. Garland, dribble drive inside. Dish out to the wing off to Okoro. Okoro, spin move past Tatum. Fires the pass out to the top to Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley, hand off to Garland. 5 of the shot clock. Garland, teardrop over Tatum off the back rim. No good. A rebound pulled down by Porzingis. This game's got pace to it so far. At the wing with Holiday. Bounce pass Cutter. Brown. Backdoor underneath. No good. Couldn't finish around the ring and the rim and out. The basketball goes back to Cleveland with a rebound and the rejection out of bounds by Porzingis. Evan Mobley out of transition. Gets denied by Porzingis on a layup attempt at the rim as the ball goes out of bounds. Excellent pace so far in this game by both of these teams. Yeah, Darius Garland, whenever he's running the point, he just pushes it constantly. And the Celtics got to be aware of that today, that Garland's going to look to drive downhill on the Celtics defense throughout the course of the night and put pressure on the opposing D. 7:36 left to go. Joe Mazzulla going to see if he can start to make some adjustments in this game right now. Takes the timeout on the floor. 9-9 the score. Down to 7:36 left to go in the first. Alright, so we're to the first time out right now. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel as well. If anybody's interested out there, feel free to join the Behind Your Basketball Bracket Challenge group. If you're a big March Madness fan, March Madness is just around the corner. And once again, the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group is up and running once again for the NCAA tournament for March Madness. All you have to do is click the link that's posted in the chat. Click that link, sign up for an ESPN account if you don't already have one, and then click join a group to be a part of the Behind the Arc Basketball group for March Madness for the NCAA tournament. It's totally free. Anybody's welcome to do it. And last year, we had over 70-plus people be a part of the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket group. Currently, we're only like a couple days into it that I activated it, so I believe last check is up at 8. Let's see if we can keep on growing the group tonight and see if we can surpass 10 or 15-plus during the course of tonight. What's good, Charlize on the stream? Welcome back in. Mario, welcome on board once again. Yeah, Mr. Top's been doing pretty well. Jason Tatum, 6 points for him so far, making 2 threes. Good start by Tatum because he had been struggling recently off the slow starts for Tatum in the first quarter, and then he just comes on and really starts to ramp it up in the second, third, and fourth for Tatum. He's been the closer for the team lately. Jaylen Brown's been the go-to to start off the game, the tone setter for the Celtics. Jaylen made the first 3 of the game. He's got 3. Tatum's got the previous 2 threes with 6. But it's been a struggle tonight for the Celtics. They put up 140 points in the last game. They've been shooting consistently like 50, 60% around that mark consistently in like the last like 6 games or so approximately. But right now limited to just 3 for 12 shooting from the floor. You got to make your adjustments, and it starts by attacking the paint, getting to the rim. And Cleveland does have size though, with the 2 bigs out there, Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley, but you can't be settling for threes this often. You got to get to the rim as well and put those big boys into foul trouble. So Cleveland came into this game number 2 defense in the NBA. Celtics have attempted 12 shots. 9 of those shots have been threes so far in this game for Boston. So you got to get into some sort of rhythm in terms of offensive balance and to be able to balance it out in terms of 2s and 3s. So we're going to get back to action here in just a moment. 9-9. Both of these teams having a lot of trouble finishing at the rim so far. Hey, what's good? Davender in the stream. Welcome in. Alex, welcome on board. I might stream on Thursday, not just sure yet. It would be the earlier game. Heat and Mavs potentially, if not on Friday. I'm probably going to take one of those days off or so to see if I can catch up on stuff. So I'm leaning probably more towards Friday most likely for my next stream. And then Saturday, I hope to cover Celtics Suns as well. Sunday, I'll be off on Sunday, get a lot of stuff to catch up on Sunday most likely. Yeah, I'll probably post something in probably on Thursday or so. I'll post something in probably. So we're going to get back to action right now. 7:36 left to go. Hey, what's good? Ron in the stream. Welcome back in. No problem, man. Welcome back on board. Inbound goes to Boston, left to right on the floor as we come back from the first timeout. Holiday on the floor with it. Tatum, Porzingis, White. Looking for the 5th player, not on the screen just yet. Jaylen Brown standing in the corner. He's the 5th. Holiday, extra pass, left corner. Porzingis from the corner, puts it up. It's good for 3. Usually not his spot right there. They're gonna roll the 2 actually. One of his feet was on the 3-point line for Porzingis, so they rolled a deep 2, 1 foot behind, 1 foot on the 3-point line. But yeah, usually don't see him attempt many like corner deep jumpers like that for Porzingis. Usually it's from the top of the key that he just pops up either the top or at the wing, but able to make run from the corner off the assist by Drew. Tatum collects the rebound. Tatum at the top here. Tatum leads the way with 6. Crossover guarded by Allen. Dribble drive right past Jarrett Allen. Soars up to the cup. Scores with a right-handed layup. Nice move right there by JT going 1-on-1 straight down the rim. Able to have the dribble drive speed right past Jarrett Allen. Mobley off to Allen. Allen floats up the shot over Tatum. Missed off the mark. Tipped up. Offensive rebound. Allen stuffed as it goes to be a wedgie. Wedged in between a backboard and a rim. You don't see that too many times. It gets wedged on the left side. The Celtics collect the block. Yeah, that's just clear-cut size advantage. 6'11", Jarrett Allen. came up with that rebound over Tatum. And this will be a jump ball between Porzingis and Allen. So they'll jump it off right now. Yeah, Porzingis from the side right there. Came up and denied Allen and got wedged in between the backboard and the rim. The Celtics get the jump ball off the tip. Brown attacks baseline to the rim, soars up, and puts it up and in with a right-handed layup. 15-9 now for the Celtics. 6:10 left to go in the first. Garland moves it across the floor. Dangerous pass right there. But able to keep it alive in the court of play. Mobley, corner three, no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Pinwheels around, and Derek White able to pick up the defensive rebound. White up the court at the top. Moves it out to the wing off to Holiday. Holiday inside the key. Drew rises for the two. Takes it. And he makes it for the 14-foot J by Drew Holiday. 17-9 for the Celtics. Largest lead of the game so far on a 3-minute, 45-second scoring drought right now for Cleveland. And against the Celtics team, you cannot go on a scoring drought whatsoever because Boston, just so fluid, is going to make you pay throughout the course of this game. Cleveland missed another shot inside the key. Entry pass off to Brown. Shovels off to Porzingis. Open jumper, 15-footer. No good, though, off the front rim. Cavs came up with a rebound by Allen. Pass midcourt with Garland. Garland, guarded by Brown, 101, edge of the midcourt logo. Pick gets set by Evan Mobley. Garland dribbles up, takes the jumper at the wing. Missed off the mark, no good. A rebound controlled by Holiday. Holiday looking to push it here. Fires the pass out to the baseline. Brown catches it. Gotta wait till the defense sets up, though. Brown backs his way on Mobley. Brown rises for the J, mid-range. Blocked by Mobley. Derek White comes out with it. Swoops it away from Allen. Shovels down low. Over to Porzingis. Put it up. Got fouled. A lot of action right now. Porzingis almost finished on that and one. Right there, very close to being an and one by Porzingis. Karis LeVert picks up the shooting foul, so Porzingis will head to the line, shoot two. Hey, thanks so much for the update there, Jeffrey. Yeah, hopefully they're going to be able to build that lead for PC. Need to win that game tonight. Can't be making that game close. Plus 22.1 scoring margin. In the previous 11 games, that's the best scoring margin in a 10-game span in recent NBA history that the Celtics have currently. Before that, the Bucks back in 1971 had a plus 21.5 scoring margin in a 10-game stretch back in 1971. First free throw is good. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Quick little fact for you guys out here right now. When the Celtics won the championship in 2008, they had the same exact record the first 60 games through the season as they did tonight, 48-12. The exact record back in 2008, 1965 and 1986, the Celtics won titles in both of those years. The record in the first 60 games was just one game better than tonight's record, 49-11. Celtics up 20-9 right now, and Jared Allen got the bucket plus one. He'll shoot one coming up at the free throw line. So we get that inside the low post. They had a couple of substitutions into the game. Al Horford, Sam Hauser, first time today. Allen receiving the pass from Mobley, able to throw it down, plus the foul. One free throw by Allen right down the middle. So now 7 points currently for Jared Allen. 8-point game. Derek White crosses midcourt. White guarded by Garland, 101. White dribbles up to the elbow. Now back out to the wing. Lob to Porzingis. Porzingis catches it. Fires the pass down low. Deflected by the Cavs defense. Picked off, intercepted. Tough pass right there. Looking to thread the needle off the Hausers. Porzingis turned it over. 3 in the air. Merrill missed off the rim. No good. Tapped out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavs. No, it's going to be off of Jaylen Brown. Yeah, I thought so at first, and the Celtics were pointing in their direction. But yeah, you could clearly see it was off the fingertips of Jaylen last. So down to 4:11 left to go in the first. 8-point lead currently for Boston. Cleveland gets the inbound. Allen. Hand off to Garland. Step back, 3 in the air. Cross the ankles of Sam Hauser. Bullseye as he makes the 3. Tough break right there for Hauser defensively. He just slipped as Darius Garland crossed his ankles in the last play and did a step-back three on him. That was nasty. Porzingis, hand off to the top of the key off to Brown. Brown dribbles up, guarded by Allen 101. Lobs off to Porzingis, doubled inside the key. Kick out to the wing. Hauser catching fire. He kicks it out and delivers. 23-15, swushes the three by Hauser. 23-15 right now with 3.5 left to go in the first. Garland. Bounce pass inside a low post. Finds Allen. Hook shot right over. White scores for 2. Yeah, this game's starting to develop pace to it right now. 6-point game currently. Celtics with possession. Looking to slow it down. Jaylen Brown at the wing working one-on-one on George Niang. Former Philadelphia 76er right now on the floor for Cleveland. Off to Porzingis. Dribble drive downhill on the rim. Soars up right over Allen. Finishes with 2. Strong drive right there by Porzingis. Able to finish right over Jared Allen for the bucket. Niang moves it out to the top of the key. Allen, handoff, straightaway 3. Levert missed off the back rim too long. Rebound controlled by Horford. Horford looking to push tempo here for Boston. Out to White, right baseline, dribble White, pass Levert, kick out to the wing. Brown, touch pass, open 3. Porzingis, right down the chute, delivers. Kristaps Porzingis, bang, bang at the top of the key. The extra pass made in the 3 by Jaylen Brown. The first pass by Derek White. Off to Brown, and then Porzingis. Excellent ball movement right there for the Celtics. Allen at the top of the free throw circle. Hand off to Garland. Up fake. Dribble drive. Right past Horford. Blocked by Porzingis. Great defense right there with the rotation at the very end by Porzingis. Brown looks to push it downhill to the rim. No good to follow. Missed off the mark as well by Hauser. Trying to follow it up for 2. And Cleveland collects the rebound. Pushing it. Levert. Bounce pass out to the wing. Niang. Rainbow. Swishes it. George Niang makes the 3. It's an 8-point game. 28-20, under 2 minutes left to go in the first right here. Celtics have possession. Porzingis, hand off to White. White at the left corner, guarded by Garland, got past him. White floats it up over the top for Porzingis, but missed the mark on the alley-oop lob pass as it sailed out of bounds. And we have a timeout taken on the floor. Media timeout right now. Celtics by 8. 28-20 with 1:38 left to go in the first quarter. An electric start to this game as Boston has the lead. Some big-time shots recently. Porzingis getting into a groove, finding his stroke from the perimeter. 10 points by Porzingis. 3 for 5 from the floor, 2 for 2. One of the buckets was extremely strong. It was off a dribble drive going downhill, and Jared Allen floated the shot up over Allen and got the bucket. Porzingis right now with 2 blocks. Just whenever he's out there, he just changes the game completely for Boston. 10 by Porzingis, 8 by Tatum, 5 by Brown, 3 by Hauser. And Jaylen Brown, he's been a tone setter lately with a couple 30-plus point games after the All-Star break, but tonight Jaylen Brown is struggling for the Celtics, just 5 points in 10 minutes on 2 for 9 shooting. So he's attempted a lot of shots in terms of volume, just hasn't been able to find his efficiency in his stroke tonight for Jaylen Brown. But you're gonna have nights like that. But with the starting 5 that the Celtics do, you should have no problem with multiple hot hands, even if Jaylen Brown is cold in this game. There's always another player or 2 that always seem to step up and find a hot hand. And look at Porzingis tonight, what he's doing. And more so a tougher matchup for him, too, because they got double bigs on this Cleveland Cavaliers team. They got Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, and they got a lot of size on Cleveland. And Porzingis able to find success so far in this game. What's good, Uncle Pizzle? Welcome back to the stream here, man. Rooting for his man here, Jared Allen, in this one. Clara, welcome on board. Yeah, Jared Allen looking solid so far. He's got 9 points, 4 rebounds, leading the way for the Cavs. And then Garland with 5, 3 by Okoro. Big time, they're missing Donovan Mitchell in this game today. So this is the first out of 3 that Donovan Mitchell has been rolled out. Quick update in the NBA scoreboard. Magic lead the Hornets 38-26. Nets and Sixers tied up at 17 currently. Heat lead the Pistons 18-12. Hawks up over the Knicks 24-10 right now. Jalen Brunson got injured in that last game against Cleveland, and now New York dealing with multiple injuries, really struggling in the home game, hosting Atlanta down by 14 in the first 9 minutes. And the Pelicans lead the Raptors 26-23. If you're new on the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. And feel free to hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this game tonight. Celtics, Cavs, type it in the chats. Make sure to vote in the poll as well. My man Uncle Pizzle going for Cleveland for this one tonight. Quick college basketball scoreboard. Number 12 Illinois leading number 3 ranked Purdue 40-34. North Carolina crushing Notre Dame right now 41-25. Florida looking good up over Alabama 44-35. South Florida only up by 1 at the half in the home game against Tulane 44-43. That would be crushing for South Florida. They got just 5 total losses this season. The top team in the American during the regular season. That's crushing for them in terms of any at-large consideration for South Florida if they do lose that game. They're only up by 1 at halftime to Tulane. Back to action, missed 3 at the wing by George Niang for Cleveland as the Celtics collect the rebounds. So Tatum on the floor with Pritchard, Holiday, Horford, and Hauser. Tatum deep 2, missed off the mark. He got fouled though, so Jason Tatum's going to shoot 2 coming up at the line. That's on Evan Mobley, who picks up the blocking foul. Yeah, so I saw it was a pretty bad injury that it looked like for Jalen Brunson on Sunday. So he was out today. He got X-rays. The good sign is that the X-rays came back negative. So he had an MRI on his knee and it came back clean. So it's feeling better for Jalen Brunson, but not well enough to play. It looks like for him. Both of the free throws are good by Tatum. Yeah, that looked like it was more severe than what it seems to be when it first happened. Because I saw a replay of when he got injured on Sunday. It looked pretty bad. So lucky that it doesn't seem like it's anything serious for Jalen Brunson, but he's out tonight. So when it was first reported, that he suffered a bruised knee on Sunday. Cleveland just made a 3. Pritchard turned it over as well. The Cavs here with a chance to cut it to a 5-point game. If they made the layup, they couldn't finish at the rim. Offensive rebound went back to Cleveland though. Niang outside finds LeVert. LeVert dribbles inside the key. LeVert fall away over Pritchard, rattles in for 2, 30-25. Hanging in right now for the Cavs in the final 20 seconds left to go in the first. Celtics cross midcourt. Shot clock turned off. Peyton Pritchard running the point, edge of the midcourt logo. Cleveland leads second chance points right now, 10-4. In the first quarter, Pritchard moves on top to Tatum. 2 seconds left to go. Jab step. Tatum at the wing. Has to launch. Takes the 3 at the buzzer. Oh, he hits it. Jason Tatum, bang, bang. At the buzzer, rips it through to close out the end of the first quarter. Big time shot, JB. As he knocks it down off the step back. It's an 8-point Celtics lead to close out the first quarter of action. 33-25 Boston. The Celtics going into the second quarter have the momentum with a big-time shot by Jason Tatum. This is where champions are made. Jason Tatum on Sunday, the birthday boy. 26 years old now. And this is the window, basically, when superstars win their first championship. It's usually around this time, 26, 27 years old on this time, that most superstars win their first ever championship. That's massive. Great to see because he has got some slow starts this season for Tatum recently in the first quarter, and he just turns it on in the second, third, and fourth. He just goes off against opposing defenses in the second, third, and fourth. So this is a great start tonight by Tatum. 13 points by Tatum in 9 minutes. 4 for 5 shooting perfect. 3 for 3 from 3. He's in the zone. And yeah, during the last timeout, I said that Jaylen Brown, he's cold tonight from the floor. Just 5 points on 2 for 8 shooting. But there's other hot hands out there, and the hot hands are going to step up, and it's great that Jason Tatum, right from the get-go, has got his team going on. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. If you like college basketball as well, feel free to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group. That link is posted out in the chat if anybody's interested. Every single year on the channel, we do the Bracket Challenge group for the channel and the ESPN Tournament Challenge. So all you have to do is click the link for the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge. Click that link, sign up for an ESPN account if you don't already have so, and once you have your ESPN account, all you have to do is click join a group for Behind the Arc Basketball for the Men's NCAA Tournament Challenge, and then you'll be able to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group once again for March Madness for this year. Last year, we got around 70-plus people who joined in on the brackets, I believe, at the start of this. This is only like the second or third day, so right now it's at 8, but usually we keep on growing and growing throughout. What's good, Landon on the stream? Welcome in. Yeah, I saw the Atlantic Sun tournaments already started yesterday, so thanks for the update there. Wow, so Jacksonville, the 10 seed, is leading Eastern Kentucky, the 1 seed, at the start of the second half, 35-34. Wow. Holy smokes. The 10 seeds beating the 1 seed. That is wild. Yeah, Vegas said it yesterday. Watch out for Stetson in that ASUN tournament. There was a site on Twitter that I think it was the College Basketball Report. They had some of their insiders predict the conference tournament winners. And I think that the ASUN had multiple, like, different conference tournament winners. Wow, so Stetson's only up by 2 right now to the 8 seed. And that Queen's University, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they're not eligible for the NCAA tournament because they're brand new to Division I for Queens. So they're not eligible just yet. Yeah, Merrimack with their first year in the now Merrimack in year 4 in the NEC is eligible for the first time for Merrimack. So yeah, unfortunately they do this whole like 4-year transition period from like Division 2 to Division 1 that even if you win your conference tournament, I think it happened a couple of years ago that Bellarmine won their conference tournament, but they couldn't participate in March Madness even though they won their conference tournament because it was under the 4 years that they had transferred over to be a Division I program. So that's just unfortunate right there. Like I don't know why that rule exists, because why would you have them playing in conference tournaments then when they're not even eligible for the NCAAs just yet? Pritchard circles around inside the key as we start off the second quarter of action. A fall away, Pritchard, no good, around the rim and out. The rebound controlled by Cleveland. Luke Cornett on the floor for the first time tonight. He's out there with Horford, Holiday, Pritchard, and Tatum. The 3 is good by Cleveland. The top of the key by Caris LeVert. LeVert has been a giant killer in the past against the Celtics defense. 11-3 bench points in favor of the Cavs. Pritchard not finding the stroke tonight. He missed the corner 3. Rebound controlled by Cleveland. LeVert gives it out to the corner. Niang off to number 5 off the dribble drive for the Cavs. You get it stripped out of bounds. Last touch by Boston. That's Sam Merrill who get the start in place of Donovan Mitchell today in this game. Inbound for the Cavs. Top of the key off to LeVert. LeVert slows it down around the perimeter. Outside off to Merrill. Merrill catching fire 3. Skidded off the side of the rim out of bounds. Riley, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, man. Wow, Detroit Mercy still having games, even though they've got like 1 win. So let's see. Yeah, I saw a graphic the College Basketball Report did for some of the mid-major conference tournament winners. See if I can get that once we get a little bit of a break into action in this game. Tatum guarded by Niang. Crossover. Tatum takes Niang inside the key. Circles around. Kick to the corner. Holiday with a 3. Skips it around the rim and it goes in. Pinball Wizard for the 3 ball. Able to drop down for Drew. 8-point lead now for Boston. Boston 50% from the perimeter after a slow start, breaking threes, shooting 1 for 4 to start off the game. They're 8 for 16 from the outside. Missed a layup at the rim, no good by Cleveland. Out the floor to Horford. Horford gonna try a 3 off the mark. Missed the shot. Rebound controlled by the Cavs. Looking to push it here. LeVert, kick out quarter. Merrill jacks up the 3 off the back rim, no good. Rebound secured by Cordet. Number 8, Pete Nance. First time on the floor from Northwestern and UNC tonight. We got a foul down low. It's charged to Horford. Pushing off inside the key. A turnover committed by the Celtics. So 8-point game. Cleveland right now hanging in this matchup. So yeah, so the A-Sun, the first conference to start off their conference tournament games yesterday. Eastern Kentucky. Out of 10 panelists, one of them being the followers of one of the Twitter pages, is Sam Merrill makes the 3 from the perimeter. It's now just a 5-point game. Eastern Kentucky was only listed twice out of 10 on that list to win the conference, which they're in the number 1 seed in the Atlantic Sun this season. Missed shot by Boston. LeVert attacks inside the paint. LeVert dump off. Mobley blocked by Cordet. Big time rejection by Cordet. And Mobley picks up the loose ball foul as well, as it will go back to Boston. Great defense right here by Luke Cornett. Block 7, Mobley came up with the ball. Or no, actually it was on LeVert. He swiped it loose out of bounds. That was a clean strip by LeVert, but he knocked it loose out of Cordett's hands as LeVert had it. So no foul call there in the last play. Celtics by 5 get the inbounds. Tatum at the wing. He's guarded by Niang. Sixers playing right now at the moment. They lead the Nets 30-23. Out to the low block. Cornett looking to get separation. Shovels over to Tatum on a 2-on-1. Underneath the rim, and Tatum scores over Mobley. 38-31. Nothing you can do there if you're Evan Mobley, stuck in no man's land, as they drew a double for the moment, and then one of his defenders just left the area, as it was Luke Cornett who just shoveled it 2 feet away off the Tatum, who scored with a bucket. Missed transition layup by Brown. Brown just 2 for 9 from the floor so far for Jalen. Skip pass out to the wing. Catching it is Nance. Nance drives downhill, blocked by Cordet. Nance got it back in the corner. Pete Nance finds LeVert. LeVert working on Pritchard. Now switched to guarded by Hauser. 5 of the shot clock. 8 minutes left to go. LeVert missed the layup. Hauser with a strong rebound underneath. Brown pushes it outside Pritchard. Pritchard out to the top of the key. Tatum going to slow it down. 41% shooting for the Celtics, limiting Cleveland to just 32% so far in this game. Cleveland having a lot of difficulty, struggling to finish. Shot to the rim. Tatum, sidestep to his right, takes the 3, and he nails it. Oh, baby, JT, what a start tonight in this game with a timeout taken on the floor by the Cavs. 41-31. Jason Tatum in the zone. Perfect from the perimeter. Tonight in this game, he's got 18 on 6 for 7 shooting, 4 for 4 from 3. JT Money. Big time for Tatum tonight in this matchup, and he is going off right now. 18 points in 13 minutes. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you like to come back for future live streams. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, all different types of teams, but mostly throughout the regular season. It's mostly Celtics stream since I'm a Celtics fan and I have access to all the games, so I try to do as much as possible that I can do. And then also college basketball once we get into March Madness. Hanging in right now, Providence up by 6, going to keep it going for PC. Thanks for the update there, Jeffrey. So yeah, the Sixers are playing right now. Philadelphia leading Brooklyn 30-23. At halftime, the Magic are leading the Hornets by 2 currently, 45-43. Heat up over the Pistons. Miami leads 36-27. The Hawks are crushing the Knicks. Knicks without Jalen Brunson tonight, 39-20. And then the Pelicans are shredding the Raptors tonight, 51-30. Spurs just tipped off against the Rockets. College basketball scores right now. North Carolina doing some serious damage to Notre Dame, 52-25. UNC leads that game. Illinois only up by 3. Why am I saying only up by 3? Because Purdue should be the team that's up in that game. Purdue's ranked at number 3 in the nation, but Illinois at number 12 is leading by 3 over Purdue, 46-43. Florida's got a 10-point lead over Alabama, 47-37. That Alabama team, I don't know about them, honestly. If they get matched up with an incredible offense that can play defense in the tournament, I think they're in some deep, deep trouble for Alabama, because Alabama can score the ball like no other, but their defense is horrific. Like, they cannot play defense whatsoever, so I'm really concerned for Alabama, especially if they go up against a defensive-minded team in that game who's also got some pretty good offensive balance and can score the ball well. Then if you play against a two-sided type of team, then that team's going to do damage against you. Yeah, if Alabama goes up against another horrendous defensive team, then Alabama's going to win that game. Like, if they draw Samford in the first round in the 4 versus 13 and the 14 versus 3 matchup against Samford Bulldogs out of the Southern Conference, then Alabama's going to win that game, because Samford's played such an easy schedule and their defense is not strong. They're like the top scoring team in the nation for Samford, so that's a first to 100 game. But you gotta beat Alabama by playing defense and limiting them and forcing stops. Back to action. The Celtics are 50% from 3 tonight, 9 for 18 from the perimeter. Jason Tatum, 19 points in 13 minutes, perfect from 3. Okoro sends it off to the wing, off to Niang. Back to Okoro. Drives on Cordet. Floats up a high arcing shot. Missed over the mark. Altered by Cordet, but Jared Allen able to clean it up. Puts it up off the putback for 2. Those second chance points able to help out Cleveland tonight. They lead that category right now, 12-4. Tatum at the top, pick set by Cornet. Tatum switched, guarded by Niang at a 101. Tatum drives right past Niang, straight to the cup. Gets fouled from the side as he went into the layup motion. Tatum gonna shoot 2, coming up at the free throw line. 7:01 left to go. He saw the mismatch. He saw he's guarded 1-on-1 on George Niang, a former Philadelphia 76er bench rotation player. Now Cleveland is missing 4 players tonight. He sees the mismatch. He goes directly after Niang and attacks on him and is able to allow Niang to pick up the shooting foul. 2 shots by Tatum. Tatum missed the first one. Tatum's been just outstanding today. 18 points in 14 minutes, 6 for 7 shooting, perfect 4 for 4 from 3. Clemson leading Syracuse right now, 51-39. So this is, in terms of bubble teams, what's going on with games. Syracuse on the bubble would have to win that game to have any chance of being a part in March Madness, most likely. Syracuse is under consideration. Second free throw is good by Tatum. Quick update here with the Providence game. Providence leading Georgetown by 8, 39-31. Providence needs that one to keep themselves hanging on at the edge of the bracket. Right now in the play-in game, either like the last team in and the first team out from multiple bracketology brackets that I've viewed recently. Garland, crossover, dribbles inside, working on White, fall away over White inside the key, missed off the mark, no good. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. Cleveland having a lot of trouble, struggling inside the key. As of lately here, the Celtics started to pull away. 9-point lead, looking to make it back to double digits. Tatum at the top, moves out to the wing. White, bounce pass, right corner. Hauser laces up the 3. Off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, saved by Jaylen Brown. Passes off to the cutting Sam Hauser, and he scores up and in off the backboard. Good for 2. Second chance points right there. Boston by 11. Just above 6 minutes left to go before halftime. Niang catching fire. Missed the 3, no good. White able to tip it off to Brown for the defensive rebound. Brown has it. 6 minutes left to go. Attacks. Dribble drive downhill to the rim. Missed the layup with the left hand. Too strong off the glass. Merrill collects the rebound. Off to Cleveland, trailing by 11. Allen, deep 2 jumper. Bricked it again. They keep on going for deep jumpers for 2s in Cleveland. Nada on those shots so far tonight. Brown working on Merrill, 101. Brown, pivot move, gets past Merrill. A nice up fake right to the rim as he soars up. Able to get 2 defenders off the up fake. Sam Merrill and also Jared Allen. Jaylen Brown able to score it for 2. 48. Yeah, that should be 46. They got the wrong score in the scoreboard for NBC Sports Boston. I thought so. 46-33 is the score right now, not 48. And missed 3 up the floor by Cleveland. They are breaking shots. Recently, White had it swatted away by the Cavs defensively. Garland with the basketball. Garland from behind had it stripped out of bounds by White. Man, Cleveland cannot connect on anything right now. They've had the looks from the floor, like the Celtics are daring them to shoot open shots, and they cannot finish at the rim. They cannot make deep twos. Not a good recipe for the Cavs right now, as Cleveland is in danger of being swept by Boston in the regular season. It's the dominance of the Celtics so far this season. 13-point lead, largest one of the game. The pass down low. Garland over to Allen as he goes backdoor, flushes it home. Miscommunication right there defensively for the Celtics. Under 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Brown has it at the edge of the midcourt logo. Jaylen Brown with just 7 in 14 minutes on 3 for 11 shooting. Trying to see if he can up his game tonight. Brown gets past Allen. Brown finds Porzingis, top of the key, laces up a 3. No good, and around and out. And Merrill comes down with a defensive rebound. Cleveland with the ball. 4.5 left to go, trailing by 11. At the wing, Okoro with a 3. Skipped around the rim and out. Some bad shot selection for Cleveland, just going towards one player, touching the basketball in these possessions, jacking up shot. Brown, no good, missed off the back rim at the baseline. This is a very limited offensive game in terms of offense so far. The defenses have hung alive in this matchup. Inside the key, Allen, turnaround hook, missed off the rim, no good. A rebound secured by Cordet. Where's the offense here? Like rushing shots for both of these teams. Porzingis, double team, fall away. Porzingis off the front rim, no good. A rebound secured by Jared Allen. Under 4 minutes left to go. We're on the scoring drought for a minute plus for both of these teams. Merrill took the jumper, blocked from the side by Derek White. Big rejection right there by DW. Celtics with 5 total blocks in this first half. White at the wing, backs down his opponent. Derek White, by the way, is yet to score so far tonight. Only has attempted 2 shots here for 2 shooting. White floats it up over the top for Porzingis. Holy smokes, he throws it down with a right-handed hammer. KP up at the rooftop right there, baby. And Cleveland burns a timeout. 48-35. Derek White with a big-time assist off the lob over the top of the defense. Porzingis at the rim, punches it in with a right-handed jam, and the Celtics lead by 13. Currently, that's tied for the largest lead of the game. 11 straight for Boston, looking to make it win number 49 this season. Once again, this game has been propelled by their defense, limiting Cleveland to 30% right now shooting in the first half. Celtics haven't been able to light it up like they had the past couple games recently. Cleveland's the number 2 defense in the NBA. Right now, the Celtics 40.5% from the floor, but they are 45% from 3 and 9 for 20 from the perimeter. The Cavs just 6 for 19 at 32% from 3 tonight. Boston plus 8 on the glass, 31-23. Also, they've recorded 5 blocks, and they're up by 4 points in the paint, 16-12 right now. For Cleveland, I guess the positive sign for the Cavs is they only have 1 turnover. For Cleveland, Boston has 5 so far tonight. Wow. Just another impressive game. This one's been fueled by the defense and the excellent play in the first half by Jason Tatum. Illinois leading Purdue right now, 52-51 with under 12 minutes left to go. Florida up by 14 against Alabama, 58-44. I feel like that matchup's a bad matchup for Alabama because Florida's been rolling lately. Florida's got an excellent offense for Florida. I would watch out for Florida in the bracket. I think they could very well do damage for Florida. South Florida, by the way, needs to win this game. 57-52, South Florida up over Tulane, only a 5-point lead with under 13 left to go. South Florida is ranked at number 24 in the nation, but a lot of brackets have them not even in the bracket if as an at-large, if they were to lose this game and or to lose in the conference tournament and not get the automatic bid out of the American because they don't have any quality wins for them outside of conference play. Then South Florida would not get in according to bracketologists if they did lose in the American Conference tournament. Yet they're ranked at number 24 in the nation. It makes zero sense. I think we saw that back in, I believe it was 2014, when SMU was ranked inside the top 25 and they didn't make it into March Madness. They weren't selected that year, and everybody was wondering why. That season for SMU, they had a ridiculously good record and they just weren't picked. They were snubbed from the bracket that year, yet they were ranked in the AP poll that week going into Champ Week. Clemson leading Syracuse 56-51. That's a big game for Syracuse. If they want any chance of being a part of the NCAA tournament, you got to win that game. Last gasp for Ole Miss. Georgia leading Ole Miss 45-41. Providence got a win against Georgetown. Looking like it right now. 48-35 PC with 13.5 left to go. It's a big one right there. Providence really needs to make sure they take that game against their former head coach. And, yep, they're doing it right now. So a 13-point lead for PC. .13-point lead here as well. 3.5 left to go before halftime. Cleveland has the inbound. Allen hands it off to Garland. Garland crossover, working on Jaylen Brown. Dish out to the right corner. Outside it goes back to Garland. Garland dribble drive inside, and a reach and foul picked up, charge to Boston. Not many fouls here on the floor tonight. Drew Holiday picks up the personal foul. Tatum's got 19. Porzingis with 12. Jared Allen, lone player in double figures right now for Cleveland with 13. Darius Garland's got shut down in this game tonight. Just 5 points in 15 minutes on 2 for 9 shooting. Garland's, he's the inbound passer. Moves it off to Allen, top of the key. Allen, hand off to Garland. Garland guarded by Tatum 1-on-1. 3 minutes even remaining. Left to go before halftime. At the wing, Holiday switches guards Garland out to the wing. Here's a 3 off the step back. Karis LeVert connects on it. 10-point game with a made 3 by LeVert. Celtics slow down tempo. Holiday, Tatum, Porzingis, Brown, and White. Their starting 5 right now is currently on the floor. Porzingis at the left wing perimeter, guarded by Mobley 1-on-1. Porzingis backs his way to the left elbow, working on Mobley still. Porzingis inside the key on Mobley. Porzingis off the pivot, puts up the shot. He drills it. Oh yeah, hand in the face right there by KP. Up to 14 right now. That's a big shot right there. Just a patient possession in general for Porzingis. 5 for 9 shooting, 14 points. Ball fake, kick out corner. Okoro receives it from LeVert. Okoro missed the mark, no good off the glass, too strong. Tatum collects the rebound, outlet pass ahead, deflected in transition by Okoro as he had Brown ahead, but it got stolen away by Cleveland. A lot of dribbling, and the Cavs turned it over as Mobley lost the handle. Holiday outside finds Tatum, launches the 3, laser, it hits bottom. Jason Tatum from 3 once again. He cannot miss tonight. 15-point lead, largest one of the game. Jason Tatum in the zone, leading all scores with 22 in 17 minutes of court time in the first half. Under 1:40 left to go. Garland passes left corner. Okoro, open shooter, drills the 3. 53-41. Under 1:30 left to go. They're leaving Isaac Okoro open, trying to see if they can get him some space. And the Celtics are daring him to shoot 3s, and Okoro has made now 2 3s today. 6 points, 2 for 3 from the perimeter. Tough shot, fall away, missed off the mark by Porzingis. Rebound controlled by Okoro. Okoro moves it out on top, lob down low. Allen got it stripped, got it back though. Floats up the runner, off the mark, no good. A rebound controlled by Tatum. Good contest just a moment ago by Porzingis. Tatum, perfect from 3 tonight in this game. Leads all scores for JT. Off to Brown. Brown showing patience. This possession leans in. Jaylen Brown floats it up. He scores. Inside the key, it's good for 2. Some excellent patient possessions tonight for the Celtics right now. 20-12 points in the paint in favor of Boston. Under 40 seconds left to go before halftime. Garland, step back jumper over Porzingis, drills it. Nothing but silk right there as he delivers in the deep 2 off the step back by Garland. 33 seconds left to go. Celtics pick up the basketball. Tatum dribbles up, jacks up the jumper straight away in the 3. Missed his first 3 tonight. So the rebound gets controlled by the Cavs. Final 23 seconds left to go. Okoro up the floor, bumped into and fouled. And Isaac Okoro will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. What's good? David on the stream. Welcome back in. Glad to have you back in, man. Jason Tatum, 22 points tonight. 7 for 9 shooting, 5 for 6 from 3. This is where heroes and legends are made, superstars are born, and superstars start to win championships. At the age of Jason Tatum. Tatum now at the age of 26. This is around the age where superstars start to win their first chip. And the Celtic squad tonight has a lot of key similar identical record-wise in terms of similarities to the 2008 squad. Both teams in the first 60 games had a record of 48-12. Tonight with the Celtics, and back in 2008, a 48-12 record with a 2008 team that won the last Celtics championship. Both of the free throws good at the line for Okoro. 45% first half shooting by Boston, limiting the Cavs to just 32%. And Cleveland, away from the basketball, picks up a foul. So that's just number 2 this quarter. Stops the clock with 9.6 seconds left to go. So the Celtics will have to reset their offense. White, Brown, Tatum, Holiday, Porzingis. The 5 on the floor for the final 9.6 seconds left to go before halftime. Inbound goes to Brown. Think you got to get this ball off to Tatum. Tatum made a buzzer beater to close out the first quarter. Brown outside finds White. White tries a 3 right at the buzzer. No good. Bounced off the back rim. No good. As we go into halftime, it's Boston 55, Cleveland 45. Defensive mindset in this game, yet still with a defensive mindset, the Celtics were able to rack up 55 points in the first half, which, I mean, isn't that bad. It isn't that great, but in terms of the NBA right now, we've seen a lot of these games much lower, like sometimes in the 40s, a lot more scores in the 60s, but 59 or 55 ain't that. It's kind of like medium or so in terms of scoring. So we go into halftime right now, 55-45 for Cleveland. They've had the looks. They're just missing shots tonight. Open 2s, deep 2s, they can't convert. They struggle to finish shots at the rim. And got to give the Celtics credit defensively because, you know what, Porzingis is out there just altering shots left and right. You got Derek White out there flying around as well defensively. Drew Holiday as well. Luke Cornett, he's been big. He's blocked 2 shots. Cornett's blocked 2 shots. Porzingis has blocked 3 shots. And then Derek White has a block recorded in that first half. And we go into halftime. Jason Tatum's been incredible so far tonight. 22 points by Tatum in 18 minutes. 7 for 9 shooting, 5 for 6 from 3. He is in the zone. Wow, Harvard having some trouble with Dartmouth right now. Yeah, Harvard lost to Brown over the weekend. I haven't checked the Ivy standings, but I feel like it's been years since Brown has been in the top 4 for the Ivy League tournament because they only accept 4 teams every year into the Ivy League tournament. I would imagine Princeton should be able to win that conference for Princeton. They have just 3 losses this season, their entire year. But Cornell is right there with them. Cornell's got like a top 10 offense. Princeton has like a top 15 defense this year. So, oh yeah, Yale's in the mix too. Yale made the tournament back in 2019. Lost against LSU. They hung in against LSU that year, though. In that game, I think they played against Purdue, too, if I'm not mistaken. Or Yale played against somebody one of the tournaments after that, too. I feel like, and they got crushed one of those games. Yep, the Big Red of Cornell. So I'm looking at the standings right now. They're 10-3. Well, isn't this interesting? Brown's gonna. Wow, so Brown actually already clinched a berth into the Ivy League tournament. 7-6 for Brown. So random to see Harvard just not in the top 4. Usually Harvard's in the top 4. Penn usually gets in the top 4, and then the bottom feeders are Dartmouth, Columbia, and Brown in that particular order. But wow, Brown with an 11-17 overall record, but 7-6 in Ivy League play is the number 4 seed going into the Ivy League tournament. Wow. Yeah, I'm not too far away from Brown either. I'm like 20 minutes away from there. I'm like an hour south of Harvard, so those are the two closest like Ivy League colleges to me. And then PC is like 25 minutes away. URI is like 40 minutes to the southwest of me. Boston College is around like 55 minutes to an hour north. It's actually the closest D1 to me is actually Stonehill, which I announced my first game at Stonehill 2 weeks ago for Stonehill. So that was my first ever Division 1 game, was covering Stonehill. A couple weeks ago, I covered a game for lacrosse for them, and the team that they beat was FDU, which was the team for men's basketball last year that pulled off the 16-1 upset in March Madness last year. So yeah, Stonehill is only like 25-30 minutes north of where I am. But they're recently new to D1. They're in their second year of D1. They played against Kentucky back in, I think it was November, December, in a non-conference league. They played against Kentucky for basketball. So I wonder like what the revenue money must have came in from that, because you make some like big bucks there being on a TV contract for like a smaller college, like because they don't get like any airtime on like ESPN or like any of those ESPN networks, because they go through NEC Front Row, which was the one that I did the announcing for, was on NEC Front Row. So yeah, that must have brought in a ton for like the school there. Wow, so Uncle Pizzle's son got 19 offensive rebounds, 8 blocks, 21 defensive rebounds yesterday. Wow, that's awesome. So here we go. I'll run down the entire scoreboard right now at halftime, but before I do that, if anybody's interested in joining the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge for March Madness, if anybody enjoys college basketball March Madness, would like to be a part of the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group, feel free to do that. That link is posted in the chat right now. All are welcome to join. It is totally free to join with no cost, and all you have to do is click the link to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group over the ESPN Tournament Challenge, and then click the link. If you don't have an ESPN account, just sign up, create an ESPN account. If you already do, then all you have to do, click the link, click join the group for Behind the Arc Basketball, and then you're entered to be a part of the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group this year for the NCAA tournament. And yeah, last year we had over like 70 plus people be a part of it. That was pretty cool last year. We'll see if we can keep on growing this year. I think the last time I checked it was 8. Oh, we got somebody awesome. So we're up to 9 right now. So we keep on growing. This is awesome. So thanks all for being a part of the group here as we keep on growing. And we have almost 2 weeks to March Madness. So almost 2 weeks. We got 16 days to the first round games when the brackets lock in. Here's the scoreboard updates for the entire NBA going on right now. Charlotte leading Orlando 56-55. Orlando's had an excellent season, been playing extremely well lately for the Magic, but trailing by 1 against the Hornets. Hornets with a record of just 15-46. So 56-55 Charlotte. Orlando's up to the number 6 seed currently out of the East. Philadelphia is playing tonight. Philly and Brooklyn are tied in the final minute and a half left to go before halftime. 48-48. Heat lead the Pistons 61-59 at halftime. Miami in a tight game there against the 9-win Detroit Pistons. Hawks by 11 at the half at the Knicks tonight, 61-50 Atlanta. Pelicans are crushing the Raptors 68-45, and then the Rockets are up against the Spurs right now 26-21. My favorite player of all time would be Paul Pierce. Yeah, Paul Pierce got the jersey right behind me, but basically resembled my childhood growing up watching the Celtics there with Paul Pierce. I remember those backgrounds, or it was like backyard basketball that they had with like Pablo Sanchez. They had for the backyard basketball video games. The one that was always popular was the backyard baseball for PC. I had that one too for backyard baseball. I think it had like, who did it have on that? I think it had a, yeah, I can't quite remember who was on it. I feel like Derek Jeter was on it for Backyard Baseball, but for Backyard Basketball, Paul Pierce was on that game, and there were a couple other players. Tim Duncan was on that game too for Backyard Basketball. But yeah, that signaled my entire childhood watching the Celtics when I was growing up there with Paul Pierce. What we got right now for college hoops, this Purdue-Illinois game is super interesting because Purdue just took the lead against Illinois. Yeah, Illinois' defense is concerning. They're running on the gas right now. 64-58 Purdue has taken the lead as Illinois led by 7 at halftime. So Purdue has flipped the switch and they lead by 6 right now with under 7 minutes left to go. Yeah, if Purdue comes out and wins this game, you know that they're serious this year. Like I have to be honest. I don't see Purdue getting upset at all in the first round. Probably not even the second round for this year for Purdue. A lot of the 8-9 seeds, I don't think they're going to be that strong unless Gonzaga potentially. But Gonzaga looks like they're going to keep on winning, and they might even catapult up to a 6 for them. Right now they're seeded at an 8 or 9, but a lot of the 8-9 seeds are in particular pretty weak this year, I feel like, for 8-9 seeds right now, but that could all change perhaps depending on bid stealers too, bouncing like seven seeds or so back or so. Wow, North Carolina looking solid tonight, leading Notre Dame 70-46. Obviously Notre Dame's like one of the worst Power 5 teams this year, so like no shocker in that. Florida, yeah, Florida's legit. They got excellent guard play. I think they could give teams fits in the bracket. I would love to see Florida matched up in 8 versus 1 against that. Speaking of the 8 seeds, not so strong. There's an 8 seed potentially. It all depends on where they get seeded. Either between a 6, 7, 8, or 9 for Florida. Their range is their bracket range is gonna go like last to like 4 seeds or so. But I think they're dangerous because I think they're capable of pulling off 2 wins in the bracket perhaps for Florida. They get the guards to do it on that team. I'm concerned if I'm Arizona and I draw Florida in the second round game, considering Arizona's history, then I'm very, very concerned there because you haven't really faced any potent offenses for Arizona in Pac-12 conference play, so it's going to be a wake-up call for them going into that game. If they do get Florida into the bracket, whoever gets them is going to be in deep trouble. I feel like Florida's leading Alabama by 17 right now, 70-53 midway through the second half. South Florida, by the way, you got to win this game if you're South Florida. 6:13 left to go, up by just 4 against Tulane, 69-65. That game's worth watching. South Florida is a 12 seed projected on the line. So they're not even, if they lose their conference tournament, I don't even know if it's going to be enough for South Florida to get in, honestly, because the brackets have them out because they've got some horrific losses, which is too bad for South Florida because those losses came in like week 1 and week 2 of this season, but they lost against teams that they should have beat single-handedly, rather easily, like the loss against Maine all the way back in like week 2 of the season, and that loss just is crushing right there since they lost against a team like Maine, and that's done damage on their bracket. Clemson looking good, leading against Syracuse 68-54. I think that's one last push for Syracuse. Not looking likely, probably going to have to win the ACC at this point to make it into the NCAA tournament for Syracuse. Georgia leading Ole Miss. That's another bubble team that's not doing any favors tonight. 61-54. Georgia leading Ole Miss. Ole Miss was on one last game for consideration, basically, for them. They would have to win this game to stay in consideration, and they get scratched immediately. So that's another team that's going to have to win the SEC outright for Ole Miss. Yeah, that's a team that started out something like 13-0, and they played a weak schedule for Ole Miss. They were in the last 4 in all the way up until like 8 days ago, Ole Miss. They played this weak schedule for them, and then everything is just shot right back downwards for Ole Miss. That team is just simply not ready to be an NCAA tournament team. Providence up by 9 against Georgetown, 57-48 with 7.5 left to go. Keep you guys posted on that one since my PC Friars are up. Going to take care of business and win that game against their former head coach, Ed Cooley. Texas Tech, a good bounce-back game for you tonight. Texas Tech leading Oklahoma State right now, 32-13. Couple bad games for Texas Tech. Good to see Texas Tech bounce back. Oklahoma State at the bottom of the Big 12. That's a road game, too, at Texas Tech. And Texas Tech, if they lost that, they'd be in some certain danger. For Texas Tech, it's like a 10 or 11 seed if they lost that tonight. But that game's like well in hands right now, up by 19 currently early on. With under 4 left to go in the first half. Oklahoma trailing against Cincinnati. Cincinnati, another one of those teams that's bubble, but they got a long way to go. Probably going to have to win the Big 12 outright for Cincinnati. Oklahoma down by 7 right now, 24-17 after losing at the buzzer to number 1 Houston on Saturday. That's a home game, by the way, for Oklahoma. Oklahoma lost the buzzer at home against Houston on Saturday, and they're down by 7 early on against Cincinnati right now. Virginia Tech taking care of business, leading Louisville 72-64. Yeah, most likely Virginia Tech's going to have to win the ACC too, outright to be a part of the NCAA tournament. So yeah, if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Right now we're just at halftime currently. And Jason Tatum, he's in the zone tonight. 22 points in 18 minutes by Tatum. Oh, by the way, speaking of bubble teams, St. John's has DePaul coming up. I mean, that's as worse as it can get right there. If you're St. John's, you cannot lose that game tonight against DePaul. St. John's, I saw a bracket today. I believe it was the Field of 68s that they put out that had St. John's versus New Mexico in the play-in. And why would that be an important play-in matchup, which would generate a ton of viewership? It's because Rick Pitino would go up against his son, Richard Pitino, the head coach in New Mexico, in that game. So Richard Pitino used to be the head coach of Minnesota, Rick's son, before he went to New Mexico and got the job there. So New Mexico is barely hanging on to like one of the last tournament bids currently. So a lot of games going on. We'll keep you guys updated throughout as we're about to get ready to get back to action here. Oh, by the way, when I go to TNT, it says that the program is blocked in my area for TNT. So it's a TNT, and it's an NBC Sports Boston game. So luckily, I have NBC Sports Boston, so I don't have that issue. If I did have my old provider Sling, I wouldn't be able to stream this game for you guys tonight because I just realized that TNT blocked it on my Xfinity for my area, which is so random because it's also being covered on the regional network. But luckily for me, I got it through NBC Sports Boston tonight to get this game. So yeah, if you're watching the Celtics or trying to find the Celtics, if you're from New England and you're watching through Sling TV, then you're unable to access tonight's game since it got blacked out via blackout restrictions. I just discovered that because I accidentally clicked on TNT when I had it up on NBC Sports Boston first. Tatum at the free throw line to begin the third quarter. Cleveland scored the first bucket. First one's good by Tatum. Second shot by Tatum. Got the bounce. 10-point advantage once again for Boston. Darius Garland crosses midcourt. Garland, Sam Merrill, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Isaac Okoro, the 5 to begin the third quarter. Garland launches. He drills the 3. 7-point game right now. Celtics with a possession. White, Porzingis, Brown, Holiday, and Tatum. White finds Tatum open with space, catching fire, missed the three at the wing, a rebound controlled by Mobley. James, welcome back in. Thanks for stopping by, man. Edge of the midcourt logo with Garland. Garland dribbles up, bounce pass off the roll down. Allen got blocked by Porzingis. Tatum has it up the floor. Tatum backs his way, finds Brown. Brown inside the key double team. Brown swings it out to the wing. Drew, extra pass, Porzingis. Outside off to Tatum, 10 on the shot clock for JT. Tatum, guarded at the wing of the perimeter, having success from the perimeter, dribbles up, jumper, baseline over, Garland, missed off the rim, no good, offensive rebound, Tatum, finds Holiday, his pass broken up, intercepted by Allen. Here goes Cleveland, looking to cut it, 7-point game to a 3, no good off the mark, missed by Sam Merrill, trying to put that to a 4-point game as he jacked up the 3 at the wing. Derek White, dribbles up, drives mid-block, floats the pass across the floor up to Holiday. Drew Holiday looking to become aggressive, takes the 3, and he hits it. Holiday sinks it. Smart shot right there by Drew at the quarter. 10-point lead for Boston. He's just been so smart with his shot selection lately. He hasn't attempted many shots, but when he has, those shots have been giant killers against opponents, and he's been able to sink the majority of those shots lately. Merrill connects on a 3. 60-53, back to a 7-point game. Drew Holiday tonight with 8 points on 3 for 5 shooting from the floor, 2 for 4 from the perimeter. Holiday, bounce pass, tried to thread the needle, deflected, and Garland came up with a steal before it touched the baseline. Good defense right there by Cleveland. Here goes Mobley. Dish out to the corner. Okoro sinks down the triple. Isaac Okoro, third made 3 of the game. It's only a 4-point game. The Celtics were their dominance, winning by an average margin of 22-point games in the previous 11 coming in. Cleveland matching Boston in this game. Both teams are 11 for 25 from 3. Make it 12 for 26. A laser from downtown. Sicking it through. It hits bottom by Jaylen Brown. Good little skip pass right there by White with an assist. Garland floats up the runner, missed off the mark. Porzingis taps it back out to Brown for the defensive rebound. Brown up the floor, attacks, shovels Porzingis downhill. Watch out at the rim, puts it up over Mobley. It's good for 2. I thought he was going to posterize Mobley right there with a dunk, but was able to float it up as it grazed off the rim, got the bounce, and it was able to drop. Plus 8 points in the paint for the Celtics tonight, 22-14. Okoro moves it out to the top of the key off to Mobley, and Jaylen Brown commits the foul. Trying to get around a moving screen as he bumped into Garland around the perimeter. Inbound for Cleveland. Celtics lead by 9. Cavs with a possession. Garland fires the pass out to the left wing and dribbles up baseline. Mobley dumps it off to Allen. Allen floats up the shot inside. A key connects on it. Hanging in right now in this game for Cleveland, 65-58. Just above 8 minutes left to go. Jared Allen, 15.7 rebounds currently. Celtics with a possession. White sends it off to Porzingis. Top of the key, Porzingis working on Allen 1-on-1. Fires the fastball, right corner. Brown catching fire, 3. Off the mark, misfired. Rebound controlled by Allen for the Cavs defense. Cleveland trailing by 7. Garland at the wing. Jacks up the 3. Gets past Brown. Grazed off the front rim. No good. Here goes Tatum off the log rebound. Tatum attacks. Bullies his way. Right past the corner at the rim. Couldn't finish. Oh, we're going to push foul. And it's going to be charged to Tatum here. Wow. Evan Mobley came up with a rebound. He shoved Tatum right back, and the officials completely missed the call right there as Tatum committed the loose ball foul. Wow, that's a tough call right there going against JT. Under 7.5 left to go. Garland, edge in the midcourt logo working on Tatum. Threw the pass away straight to Porzingis. It's a turnover. Brown has it up the floor. Brown attacks inside the paint, try to throw it down. Mobley with a first block, got it back though, and Brown able to score, good for 2. An electric game tonight. A lot of big-time rejections inside the key in this matchup here. Block City in this game. Rydog, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Cavs, skip pass, out to the corner. A 3, missed off the mark by Okoro. Tipped off the glass. Porzingis collects the rebound. Up the floor off to Holiday. Holiday hand off to Tatum. Tatum, top of the key guarded by Mobley, 1-on-1. Tatum lobs it off to Brown. Brown receives it. Double teamed at the low block off to Holiday. Jumper, mid-range, drills it for 2. And Drew just so smart with his shot selection and gets a little bit of space right there, able to put it up and drill it. 10 points now in the double figures by Drew Holiday. Garland, bounce pass off to Okoro. Another quarter 3. That is well off the mark. Celtics with the ball off the Porzingis rebound under 6.5 left to go. Tatum at the top draws a double team. Tatum has White open at the wing. Working on Allen 1-on-1. Crossover. Tatum lost the handle. Turnover. Mobley comes up with a steal. Up the floor. Shovels off to Okoro. Back out to Mobley. Finds the cutter. Allen soars up and he throws it down with a right-handed flush. Jared Allen tonight keeping his team right in it. 9-point game. 6 minutes left to go in the third. A lot of pace in this game throughout the course of the night. Not many whistles. Jared Allen with 17 points. Tatum leads the way with 24 and 11 rebounds. Porzingis behind with 16 points. Right behind Tatum and Drew Holiday's got 10. Jaylen Brown looking to add to it. He's got 14 tonight for Jaylen. Porzingis dribbles up, spin move. Porzingis thinking about the turnaround. Takes the turnaround over Mobley, and he missed it. Rebound control by Allen. 5.5 left to go. Both of these teams going deep into their shot clock. Not this time, though, as Evan Mobley slips through the defense, flushes it home with a two-handed jam. And Mobley slipped up in the last play. He's out of the play. 5-4 up the floor here for the Celtics. Holiday open 3. And we have an injury timeout here to attend to Mobley as he is shaken up. He slipped on a slippery spot underneath the hoop, and he was a little bit gimpy getting up. So we have a timeout here on the floor. 69-62 as the Cavs had to burn the timeout. So we'll take the timeout right now. We had a lot of time go off the game clock. Wow, both of these teams have been playing forever. That looked like a dangerous slip right there by Evan Mobley. By the way, the Celtics bench has been lacking tonight. Just 5 total bench points in this entire game. Sam Hauser responsible for those 5 points. But between Horford, Cornette, and Pritchard, none of those guys has yet to score tonight. Celtics with 4 players in double figures. Tatum with 24 and 11 rebounds. He's 5 for 7 from 3. He cooked in the first half, making his threes. 16 by Porzingis with 9 boards, 2 blocks. 14 by Jaylen Brown. And then Holiday's up to 10. Oh, wow. So PC will be played DePaul tonight. If the Big East tournament were to take place tonight, yeah, that's another game you got to take care of. I mean, the unfortunate part about that is it does nothing to your metrics unless you crush DePaul by like 40 or 50 for PC, which you need to do right there because, I mean, that win does nothing to move the needle. Same as this Georgetown win tonight. It does nothing to move the needle, but what helps out is that other teams in front of you could slip up, and then Providence could pass them and be a part of the bracket. So that's what's very helpful. Or other teams try to get a better win, like Syracuse on the road at Clemson, which Clemson's preventing Syracuse from winning. Or like, I'm trying to see if there's any others for bubble teams out there. I don't think so. That could pass Providence. But yeah, Providence leading by 10, 3:20 left to go, 63-53. Yeah, that's good to see though that he's been traveling with the team and still there to hopefully be able to give advice to his players. Based on what he's seeing during games on the floor, he can help out during that timeout huddle. Purdue leading Illinois 77-71. You know this year Purdue is legitimate when they're winning a road game at Illinois. Down to 18 seconds left to go. Looks like Purdue's going to win this game. Just looks like Purdue is different this year. The guards, the backcourt guys are a year older. And then they also picked up a pretty good transfer with Lance Jones as well. A scrappy defender, one of the backcourt players in their team. So I don't see them getting upset in the first round once again. They're just built different this season for Purdue. Like, that's not going to happen this year for them. North Carolina hammering Notre Dame tonight, 84-51. What happened to Alabama? Wow. Florida 83, Alabama 64. South Florida closing the game on a run, winning by 13 against Tulane as that game has gone final. South Florida 85, Tulane 72. Clemson up by 12 against Syracuse, 80-68. Syracuse deep on the bubble. Going to take a big hit right there. Most likely going to have to win the ACC tournament. Back to action. 7-point lead by Boston with 5:10 left to go. Porzingis floats up the shot. Missed off the mark. No good. Contested by Allen as Allen controlled the defensive rebound. Providence leads by 10 with just above 2 minutes left to go. 63-53. There's a step-back three made by Cleveland by Darius Garland. Puts the score within 4. 69-65 right now. Under 5 minutes left to play here in the third. Derek White at the right wing perimeter. White guarded 1-on-1 by Allen. Looks to pass it off to Porzingis, though Garland's tangled up with Porzingis, and the referee has called Garland on the foul. And Garland unhappy about the call right there. Yeah, we saw a couple plays ago, Evan Mobley, oh yeah, he rolled his ankle inside the key after he went up for the slam dunk. And Mobley, oh boy, Mobley had to head towards the locker room. That's what happened before he went to the timeout. Evan Mobley slam dunked the ball, and he rolled his ankle on the slam dunk coming down. That's just devastating. Nobody was even around him in the remote area, and Mobley came down and just rolled his ankle. Just had one shoe land on the other shoe. Inbound to Brown, a celery to the cup, and Jalen goes up, and Jalen gets fouled. So 2 free throws coming up here at the line for Jalen Brown. $14 by Jalen tonight. First one's through. Yeah, I think it's PJ Hall, their center. Really good player that they have for Clemson. They have Joe Girard on that team. I think 3 years ago he got out to a red hot NCAA tournament. Him and Buddy Boeheim for Syracuse. Joe Girard playing on Clemson right now. He's a transfer from Syracuse, and him and Buddy Boeheim, I remember, they were ripping threes in that first round game against San Diego State. They were an 11 seed and pulled off that upset against the 6, and then they beat West Virginia in the second round in that tournament. Brown made both of the free throws, 6-point lead, 4:15 left to go in the third as the Celtics have it back. Brown, his pass across the floor, intercepted by LeVert. LeVert guarded 1-on-1 by Hauser, dribbles outside, gives it off to Merrill, back into the hands to LeVert. LeVert shaking big, drives on Brown. A nice no-look feed off to Allen, off the shovel, and Allen tears it down with a two-handed flush. Jared Allen tonight doing damage in this game for Cleveland. 15-8 points off of turnovers in favor of the Cavs, and Jared Allen double-double, 19-10, leading the way tonight for Cleveland. White, pass off to the middle. Brown, turnaround, takes it, and he makes it. Good to see Jalen Brown start to get into a rhythm as of late right now. 3:30 left to go. Brown's got 18 in this game. LeVert, baseline dribble, met by Porzingis down low off the hands as he made the extra pass, and Allen bobbled it, and he turned it over. Here goes White. White inside the key, slips, puts it up, he scores though. Oh, and a bucket there by Derek White, +1 coming up at the free throw line. This should be 75 on the board. Yes, it is. Derek White, the Houdini act, spin cycle over George Niang. Slipped on a banana peel right there by White, but able to absorb the contact. Floats up the shot over Niang, and somehow it bounced around the rim and it dropped in to the netting for 2. Strong basket right there by White, falling down on his backside. He makes the free throw. We're down to 3:10 left to go. Celtics by 9. Cavs have it at the elbow, and Jalen Brown again picks up a personal foul, reaching in for Jalen. So Jalen now picks up his 3rd. He's the only player in foul trouble today. Celtics only have 3 players total who's committed fouls for starters. 3 by Jalen, then 1 each by Porzingis and Holiday. Tatum and White haven't even committed a single foul this entire game. Wow, the 10 seed and the A-Sun Jacksonville upset the 1 seed Eastern Kentucky. That's wild. Thanks for the update right there, Landon. Baseline dribble, Okoro. Sends it off to Garland. Garland takes the 3. That misses well off the mark, and Okoro tried to come down with a rebound, couldn't, resulting in a shot clock violation by Cleveland. Okoro thought he was hitting the head on the loose ball, but anyway, the shot clock expired, and now we'll have a timeout on the floor. 2:54 left to go. Celtics just keep on shutting the door. Miraculous level plays, just like that. On the last one with Derek White. Off a spin move inside the key, guarded by George Niang, just floats up the shot, slipped down, got contacted by Niang, and somehow it was able to bounce in, plus the foul. 76-67. Wow, that's brutal. That's right, because some of the conference tournaments they host for the teams in the quarterfinals and semifinals, even some of the conference tournaments, it's the championship game the host team hosts. Yikes, so that they lost in their home floor. That's tough right there. If you're doing the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified for future live streams, and Eastern Kentucky today receives the epitome of brutality. Losing on their home floor as the 1 seed to a 10 seed in the conference tournament in March. That is the exact epitome of brutality right there. And that is a big signal to all the at-large teams right now that you could very well have bid stealers in the future once we get into the bigger conferences next week. What could very well happen if you're a team on the bubble? You don't want to get upset against anybody. And, yeah. St. John's is upcoming next against DePaul. You definitely do not want to get upset in that game because season is over for St. John's unless they win the Big East tournament outright. Let's see what we got for final scores tonight here for some of the Power 5 games. Providence beat Georgetown, so there we go. 71-58 Providence, continuing their season as an at-large potential team. They continue tonight. Some of the teams that are not, that would have to win out their conference, that includes Syracuse. Syracuse is losing against Clemson with 30 seconds left. Clemson is up 88-75, so Syracuse is going to have to win the ACC championship outright, most likely. How about Ole Miss tonight? Ole Miss lost that game. Searching for it here. And the recent scoreboard update. Trying to see if they lost that game. They were in a close one against Georgia. Oh, they're still playing. Yeah, Georgia's going to win 67-63 Georgia with 1 second left to go. So Ole Miss is Ole Miss right now is going to miss out on the tournament. They would have to win the SEC outright for their conference. Florida is shredding Alabama tonight, 90-72. That basically locks up a bid for Florida into the bracket. A lot of concern with Alabama with their defense going into the tournament. Texas Tech, good game for them right now. I think they probably need another win for Texas Tech to get themselves into the bracket, but they're almost steady to be in the NCAA tournament for them. They're crushing Oklahoma State 38-17 right now. Good to see Texas Tech like that because they've been trailing off. They had a couple of just terrible losses recently for them. They beat Kansas a couple weeks ago, shredded them a couple weeks ago in a home game in Lubbock. Missed a layup there by Jaylen Brown as we come back from the timeouts. And yeah, Cleveland right now hanging in. Without Donovan Mitchell in this game, they are hanging in right now. Only thing I'm worried about for the Celtics is that they're taking on teams without their stars, like their star players missing. Devin Booker is going to be missing from that game this coming Saturday when the Celtics face Phoenix on the road. The corner three is good by Horford. 12-point lead. Largest one tonight was 14. Celtics in a 10-2 run. Celtics have been able to do a lot of their damage, though. Final 8 minutes of the game, just able to play their best basketball usually in their final 8 minutes to close out the game. Like, once they allow their opponent to draw within like 2, 3, 4 points within like 9 minutes left to go in the fourth, and the Celtics go on this massive run in the final 8 minutes and shut the door right back. Missed jumper by Cleveland. Celtics here with a chance to go by 14 or 15. White bounce pass Porzingis, dump off down low over to Horford behind Allen, who scores backdoor for 2. 14-point lead now for the Celtics. Just like that, able to up the lead after the timeouts. Good to see bench points. Al Horford's got 5 points off the bench. At the corner with Garland. Garland accelerates, drives on the White inside, floats up the shot, missed off the mark. Porzingis tips it off to the corner into the hands of Brown, who came up with a defensive rebound. White, dribble drive attack up inside the key for Derek White. He's going to slow down the possession. 15 on the shot clock. Lob sailed off to Porzingis, deflected back out to White. White skip past the corner, intercepted by Garland though off the steal. Cavs with possession. Okoro up the floor, gets the layup. 2 more points off turnovers. Celtics not taking the best care of the basketball tonight in this game. That's now 11 total turnovers, and the points off turnovers, 17 of those scored by Cleveland tonight, allowing Cleveland to at least hang in this game. Final minute left to go in the third. Celtics 12-point advantage. Derek White, edge of the midcourt logo guarded by Garland. Porzingis sets the screen. Porzingis left wide open, jacks up the 3. Oh, it's too easy. Bang, bang, baby by KP. Somebody forgot to cover the big fella as he picked and then he popped and he took the 3 and he knocked it down. Nothing but nets. 19-9 right now for Porzingis. Far side of the floor, Garland. Hauser defends him and commits the reach and foul. Yeah, crunch time in games, the Celtics have been much better recently in. They've won a bunch of games winning 10 points. I'd like to see if they could win a bunch like more close games determined by 3, though. My clock's a little bit more ahead. Inbound here for Cleveland. We got 35 seconds left to go. My clock was like around 20 seconds ahead or so. LeVert jumper gets blocked by White. Celtics come up with a basketball. Final 25 seconds left to go in the third. The Celtics going to slow it down. There's a 4-second differential between shot clock and game clock. The defense showed up again tonight. 9 total blocks to the first 3 quarters of this game. Jaylen Brown, guarded by Garland, shovels out on top. Holiday up fake, outside finds Brown, spots up for the 3 at the wing, takes it, and he makes it, rattles in, plus the foul. Big time shot right there, JB. Largest lead of the game off the catch and fire. That's a big time dagger to close out the third right there for Jaylen Brown. Drew Holiday off the drive to the free throw circle, dished it out to the wing. Brown off the catch and fire. Took it, made it, got knocked down, got fouled. 7.7 seconds left to go. So we have a timeout on the floor. And the Cavs right now look absolutely stunned. That's a massive, massive 3. Cleveland is reviewing the foul. So Cleveland is challenging this foul call that led to the Celtics burying a 3 by Jaylen. So Darius Garland picked up the shooting foul. So this is being reviewed right now on the floor. This is a big call right now upcoming. Celtics just surging offensively. Jaylen Brown just made the 3. So now this is the largest lead of the game if it stands. And the refs are looking at this one at the monitors. We cut to commercial break. Yeah, a couple scoring plays recently. Jaylen Brown started to take over. Porzingis before that. Porzingis made the previous 3 before that. Cleveland just completely just forgot to cover Porzingis out on the perimeter. Just knocked it down off a sniper shot by Porzingis. Edith, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Just so dominant what the Celtics are doing out there. Jaylen Brown catching fire over Darius Garland. Garland's called in the foul. Brown made the 3+1 coming up if it stands. It's a tough replay from there because everything was moving. Let's see. Holiday outside finds Brown. Still awaiting the official call on the floor right now, whether this will be an and one upcoming for Jaylen Brown. Yeah, I heard about that. That's insane. So the number 1 seed in the A-Sun, Eastern Kentucky, lost against Jacksonville in the conference tournament. That's insane. That's a daily reminder right there to bubble teams that anything could happen. That is the epitome of brutality for Eastern Kentucky. And there's no more automatic qualifier 2 for regular season champions of all conferences to the postseason NIT. So that stopped this year, that there's no more automatic qualifier for the regular season champions out of their conferences to the NIT. David with a dono, thanks so much for the dono, brother. So they challenged the call. The challenge was won by Cleveland. The 3 stands, but the foul does not by Garland. So Garland had the foul erased from him. Cleveland came up with an inbound, took it a distance to close out the quarter with a made layup. 87-71 to score. Boston started to pull away, part of a 32-26 third quarter box score for the Celtics. As we turn the page into the fourth quarter, Celtics by 16 entering the fourth, 87-71 tonight. You the legend, David. Thanks so much, brother. You guys are awesome here on the channel. So here we go, fourth quarter upcoming. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you guys would like to be here for future live streams. Wow, what a... Just turned it on in the fourth. Or into the third. Just turned it on into the third and looking to see if they can keep it going into the fourth right here for Boston. Looking for 12 in a row for the Celtics tonight. Derek White's only got 3. He's only attempted 4 shots, but he's been massive defensively. Derek White's got 4 blocks, 7 assists, leading the team. Only 4 shot attempts, but has played the second most minutes out of anybody. Celtics having a block fest tonight in this game. 9 blocks as a team. Porzingis with 2. Cornette with 2. And then White has 4. Quick update here. I'll probably post the upcoming schedule on Thursday. Next Celtics stream for me will be on Saturday. That will be Celtics at Phoenix on Saturday. I've decided that I won't be covering the game at Denver because I have to get up to go to work early on in the morning. I usually get up at like 6 a.m. or so, and they're playing at Denver starting at 10 or so. So I usually get to bed around like 11 at night, usually. On most nights, like 10:45, 11 p.m. So, unfortunately, I won't be covering the game on Thursday. I wish they put that one earlier. That's too bad, because that's like a significant matchup. But that's huge. Celtics on the road at Denver on Thursday. I'll probably watch like the first the first quarter and like half of the second quarter and probably go to bed or so. But I'm trying to get like as like good, like the best rest like possible for me. And stuff, because I mean I've been feeling pretty well. It's just like the early wake up calls and stuff. I usually get up around like 6 o'clock, have breakfast, shower, get to work around 8 is when I start my work day usually. Yeah, they got a couple, because they're out west next week, so they got a couple road games that start late for them. So next Celtics stream will be on Saturday. Celtics on the road at Phoenix for me. They do play against Denver on Thursday, though. They do have a couple late games, so just a heads up. Unfortunately, I'm not going to cover the Denver one, and then the one against Portland is even later, so I won't be covering that since that's on a work night too for both of those. But I hope to be back for Celtics versus Phoenix. I might cover either the 7:30 one between Dallas and Miami on Thursday, or whatever the 7:30 one is on national TV on Friday. One of those games I plan on covering, and then I'll be back for Celtics versus Suns on Saturday. Ward with a dono. Appreciate it for the dono. Let's get that dono hype for Warren out here to stream. Thanks so much, man. We start off now the fourth quarter of action. Yeah, so next Monday, I believe it's next Monday, because they get the back-to-back Monday and Tuesday, Portland and Utah. That Portland game is extremely late. That's at 10:30, and that's the first game this season against Portland. Yeah, like nobody watches those games there. Those games are really tough. By the time it ends, it's going to be like 2 a.m. or so. I just wish they didn't put those on work nights for me. Pritchard floats it up over the top for Cordet, who throws it down with a two-handed flush. Alley-oop jam by Luke Cordet. Good to see the bench able to make an impact. The first 2 quarters of the game, they only have 5 total bench points. 34-26 points in the paint. A rainbow 3 went over the rim out of bounds, as it was missed by Cleveland. That's actually going to be a pretty good game. Yeah, T-Wolves, Cavs. Yeah, I might do that one, honestly. Probably for Friday. I think Friday we've been getting a lot of like a good audience for Friday. And then 2 weeks from now, I know the Celtics have a couple games. I'm probably going to do more of the March Madness games like 2 weeks from now, since March Madness comes like once a year, and that's when we grow the channel a ton or so. So if the Celtics have any games that they do the Thursday and Friday night games for March Madness, and then on to the weekends, I'm going to cover more of the March Madness games throughout the course of those weekends, since that's when like the channel has like the most viewership for like March Madness watchers on the channel for like college hoop stuff. And then we get the whole playoffs anyway, like right after that too. Plus, like, if I'm around on like Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, when I'm around as well, because college just once we get into the bracket, it's just Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Both of the free throws missed to the line there by Isaac Okoro. Yeah, the first one didn't hit. So just 5 total free throw attempts this entire game for Cleveland. They made 3 so far tonight. Tatum, crossover. Tatum drives inside. Tatum, no good. Got it blocked, tapped out of bounds, and it went off of Cleveland. Yeah, this next game is huge. If the Celtics go on the road and they beat Denver by double digits, then they're just on another level. They're sending the entire NBA a message on Thursday if they end up winning a road game at Denver by double digits. Because right now, I said it during the last game, if you're somebody that bets on sports, my recommendation to you is just keep on plugging away with the Celtics and the points as much as possible. Just keep on taking Boston and the points. Tonight, Boston was favored by just 9.5 points in this game. They got back Porzingis and Brown, and before tip, it was up. The number got up from 6.5, which was the open, because Porzingis and Brown were both questionable, as Pritchard comes out with an offensive rebound and scores with a made layup. 91-71 Celtics by 20 right now. A 9.5 point favorite, and they lead by 20 with 9:20 left to go, and Cleveland has their back foot touch the back line, and it goes out of bounds. This game's getting out of reach right now for the Cavs. Tatum backs his way inside the key, put up the shot, missed off the glass, tipped up from Cordet, over to Tatum, backdoor, and he makes the layup. Luke Cordet able to keep that play alive right there. Jason Tatum scores, and Tatum leading the way with 26 points tonight currently. A 3-point shot is good by Dean Wade for Cleveland. 93-74. This game was much closer than this midway through the third, and then the Celtics just went on a massive scoring run once again. You just got to keep up offensively with Boston, and Cleveland went on a big scoring drought and couldn't ever be able to creep back into this game ever since. Cornette, turnaround, bricked off the back rim, rebound controlled by Cleveland. Up the floor, off to Okoro. Okoro finds Dina Wade, sends it across the court, off to Niang. Handoff, goes over to Levert, dribbles behind his back, works on Holiday, and he scores, scoops it up with a left-handed layup. Now, they're without Donovan Mitchell tonight in this matchup, but I think after this game, it really shows the Celtics right now are just on another level versus all other teams. It doesn't matter if they're home or away. I think you're looking at multiple double-digit wins in the final 20 games of the season to close it out for Boston. We're looking at. Yeah, if they go into Denver and they win on the road by double digits at Denver in a late game on Thursday, then the Celtics are sending the entire world a message. Like, you ain't messing with Boston this year. Like, they're going to have the Eastern Conference probably locked up by, like, March 25th, most likely, if they keep on playing like this. 8-zip rundo by Cleveland, making it interesting in the last minute and 20. Pass right down a dime towards the middle. Drew Holiday with an assist. Luke Cornette tears it down with a two-handed jam. 16-point lead right back. A 3 off the step back. It's good for Cleveland. 95-82. Dina Wade drilled a step back 3. Holiday will slow it down using clock right now. Under 7:15 left to play. Drew Holiday, edge of the midcourt logo. This game flew by fast or what? Holiday took the jumper, no good. Horford with a putback, blocked. As Okoro came up with a block, he got swatted out of bounds, touched by the Cavs. Wow, this game really just flew by tonight. 6:56 left. Not many fouls, not many whistles. Cleveland went just 3 for 5 tonight at the free throw line. The Celtics are 10 for 11 in this game today, and we'll have a timeout on the floor right now. So under 7 left to go in the fourth quarter, we take the timeout on the floor. Boston leads by 13. I got to catch up with the college hoop scores because we get a lot of games that's either starting or games that's finished up. And here are the games that finished up. Purdue. Winner. Purdue won tonight at Illinois. Like, Purdue is legitimate this year. A big win at Illinois. 77-71 for number 3 ranked Purdue. North Carolina destroyed Notre Dame tonight, 84-51. How about Florida? Florida goes on the road, or Florida wins at home tonight. That's a home game for Florida, I believe. I'm just going to double check right there because I got them listed as the bottom team on my scoreboard for Florida. Yeah, they are the home team. They put up 105 for Florida. Florida crushed Alabama 105-87. Florida scored 61 points in the second half. That's a team you do not want to play if you're a higher seed in the bracket. You don't want anything to do with Florida because that team has got like a similar profile to Miami from last year, except Florida's the best rebounding team in the nation. But they get like a similar scoring type profile with multiple guards that can score the ball for Florida. South Florida beat Tulane 85-72. And then for bubble teams, here we go. Syracuse lost against Clemson. Clemson with a win 90-75. Providence beat Georgetown 71-58. Virginia Tech beat Louisville 80-64, and then Ole Miss lost on the road at Georgia 69-66. So losses tonight by Syracuse and Ole Miss takes them out of the equation. They'll have to win their conference tournaments outright, most likely. Games that started recently is currently going on look like this. St. John's only up by 2 against DePaul, 17-15. If you're St. John's, you need to take care of business and win that game tonight because America wants to see Rick Pitino back in the NCAA tournament. Right now, they're like the final team in the play-in, or like the first team out almost in the bracket. So you got to take care of business tonight against Seton Hall. Wake Forest, yikes. I've been talking about them for weeks, how I thought that they'd be the first team in the NIT. Tonight backs it up. Wake Forest trailing 21-7 against Georgia Tech. After that court storming incident against Duke, they have gone completely downhill for Wake Forest. They are not an NCAA tournament team, in my opinion. Everybody keeps on hyping them up that they are. The analytics say that they are. Well, when I've watched them play for most of the season, I've not seen it, besides the game against Duke. Like other games, they just didn't seem like they were right there for Wake Forest, and that's a tough one today. And it doesn't look good right now. Georgia Tech just added another bucket. Georgia Tech leads 23-7 against Wake Forest. Like, what has happened to Wake Forest? Texas Tech looking good, taking care of business, 56-38 over Oklahoma State. Garland dribbles up inside the key, swings it off to the corner to Okoro with down to 6:30 left to go here. Celtics by 13, make it 10 as Cleveland buries a 3 with George Niang and making it interesting right now. 14-2 run in the last 2.5 minutes. The Celtics with their 5 on the floor between Drew Holiday, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Luke Cornett, and Peyton Pritchard. So how I said the Celtics were going to be the 9.5 point favorites. Take the Celtics and the points. Things getting interesting here as they scored a bucket. They're up by 12 now as Horford makes the layup. Al Horford with some critical bench points. Dean Wade at the rim throws it down with a two-handed flush. Horford off the bench has 7. Hauser has 5. Cornett with 4. Pritchard with 2. Via the bench tonight in this game. The Celtics just 5 for 15 this quarter. Boston milking down clock right now. 5:45 left to go when they pick up the basketball with Holiday. A fresh 20 here on the shot clock. Drew at the top of the key. Bounce pass off to Horford. That was a fresh 24. I saw 20 a couple seconds after he picked it up at the wing. Goes off to Tatum. Tatum, 5 of the shot clock. Spin move. Kick out. Corner. Horford with a 3. Horford comes up short. No good. A rebound controlled by Dean Wade of the Cavs right now. And here goes the Cavs looking to cut it to 8 with a Wade underneath. And he gets fouled. Almost scored that one too as he was contacted by Cornett. And Dean Wade will shoot 2 shots here at the free throw line. They got to get Porzingis right back in this game. 5:14 left to go, but also they haven't been playing many close games for the Celtics. Got to withstand these close games too. I just looked at the expanded standings. They're 28-4 in 10-point games for Boston. But in games that's been decided by 3 points, that's been when they've really struggled. It's been 4-4 in 3-point games and just 2-3 in overtime this season for the Celtics. So you're going to want more of those games, but obviously trying to not create those games when you're up by like 22 points. And this is part of a 17-4 run because you got to be blowing out this team. Should be blowing out this team by like 15 right now if you're up like that. Porzingis checks back into the game. Took the 3, missed it. Skipped around the rim and out. 5 minutes left to go right now as Cleveland has the basketball. The Cavs take a jumper. They sink it from the perimeter. It's only a 6-point game. Dean Wade heating up right now in this one. If you're Joe Mazzulla, got to be thinking about a timeout here. If you can't score and they score a bucket, got to go for the timeout. Here we go. Derek White, bounce pass off the Porzingis. Celtics led him as many by 22. And they've allowed him to creep back, winning 6. Outside Tatum, elevates for the J. Tatum, no good around the rim and out. Rebound control by Cleveland. Watch out for Dean Wade. He has been on his stroke lately. Wade, open 3. Oh, he hits it. Oh, that's a big U for Boston. It's only a 3-point game, 97-94. Here come the Cavs. We have a timeout taken on the floor by Joe Mazzulla and the Celtics. 4:18 left to go. A 22-point lead has been squandered to a 1-possession 3-point game. Big ew. Dean Wade arriving on scene 17 minutes from the bench. making this anybody's game right now. The Celtics gonna know how to finish the deal with under 5 left to go in a one-possession game, as this is a major wake-up call. Boston just 4-4 in three-point games this season, 2-3 in overtime, 28-4 though in 10-point games. And now it's down to a one-possession game, and you gotta respond coming back from this timeout. Settling for way too many threes for the Celtics here in this fourth quarter. They thought that they had this game in a wrap. They were taking things lightly, looking like that game from the start of February when LeBron and AD didn't play for the Lakers, and they were just going through the motions, and they lost that game. And that's what it looked like here in the fourth quarter. Things started to get a little bit too easy for them, and they were just going right through the motions. And I saw all of a sudden Luke Cornett started to see his minutes increase. And Joe Mazzulla, he went for a while without Porzingis, getting him playing time. And then Porzingis just recently checked back in the game, but it was too much Luke Cornett for a while. And the offense really just has sputtered. 23-10, fourth quarter start for Cleveland. Somebody is going to adjust to the game plan and be able to guard Dean Wade. 18 points in 17 minutes on 5 made threes by Dean Wade. Somebody is going to be able to pick up that dude once he comes across the court and find him and know that he can shoot the ball. They added an extra shooter on the team, and you got to realize that Dean Wade is out there. Got to pick him up and defend him. Gonna have some more big U's if they blow this one. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Type in the chat who you guys like to win this game, Celtics or Cavs. Make sure to type it in. And wow, just mind-boggling. Boston had a 22-point lead at one point in the late stage of the third quarter. And now we might get to hear the big U even further. Part of a 23-10 run to start off the fourth by Cleveland. Yeah, the bench has not been doing so hot tonight for Boston. Peyton Pritchard for the bench, just 2 total points tonight in 13 minutes. Sam Hauser's got 5. Horford has 7. Cornette has 4. Cornette with 2 blocks, but I feel like he was out there for too much time. He's got 16 minutes tonight. Joe Mazzulla is playing him for like an extended period of time in that fourth quarter when Cleveland went on the run, and I thought when they hit like 8 points or so, went in the 8-point range, I thought you should have substituted Porzingis there instead of even closer. Part of a 23-4 run by Cleveland in the last 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Porzingis on the floor with Brown, Tatum, White, and Holiday. Porzingis backs his way. Porzingis inside the key, battling with physicality, puts it up, he scores, up and through, it's good for 2 over George Niang. Gotta give credit right there to George Niang defensively, because he was bringing the physicality big time. Do whatever he could to the 7'3" big man. Pass off the roll down, Allen, no good. And Porzingis, though, commits the foul. Porzingis contests Jared Allen's layup as Porzingis gets him in the layup motion, and Allen will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. Oh yeah, ramping up body after body, bringing the physicality. Yeah, Porzingis was looking for the foul call there, but the referees had him play on. 2 shots at the free throw line for Jared Allen. He's been excellent tonight. First one's good. 3:42 left to go in the 4-point game. Jared Allen, 21 points, connects in the second free throw alongside 10 rebounds tonight. 3-point game once again. 3:40 remaining. Celtics with a possession, right to left on the floor. Derek White, edge of the midcourt logo, working on Garland. Dribbles up now to the low block. White, fall away, tough shot, missed off the rim, no good. Cleveland looks to push it. White out of the play, 5 and 4 up the floor. Garland out to the wing. Wade catching fire, 3-quarter. Niang for the tie. Oh, he hits it. It's a big U for Boston. They have choked in a 22-point lead on their head coach Joe Mazzulla. 99-99, part of a 28-6 run in the last 5 minutes and 45 seconds for the Cavs. Cleveland 9 games behind Boston in the standings. Brown outside Holiday, laces up a 3 off the back rim, no good. Rebound secure by Cleveland. Chance to take the lead. A chance for a big U here in the channel. Top of the key, Garland. Garland, dribble drive, floats it up. Blocked out of bounds by White. Clock will stop with 2:49. If you're new on the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. We got a ball game right now. Celtics are up by 22, and now it's a tie game with under 3 left to go. Boston going to learn how to pick up close victories, 4-4 record, and games decided by 3 points or fewer this season are 2-3 in overtime. Inbound, off to Garland. Garland drives inside the key, passes behind his back, sets up Allen, kick out to the wing. Dean Wade with a 3. Oh, it's a big U! Dean Wade, 6-3 made in the game. Bang, bang, knocks it down. Cleveland takes the lead. 102-99, 18 points this quarter by Dean Wade. You're gonna be kidding me, Boston. Still, they forgot how to defend Dean Wade. Tatum, jumper mid-range. Oh, it's a big U. He missed it off the front rim. Jason Tatum right there with a poor shot. Not enough air on that one off the touch. It goes right back to Cleveland. 2:05 left to go. The crowd on its feet here at Rocket Mortgage Arena. Darius Garland, top of the key. Garland moves it out to the corner. Cleveland still controls possession of it, but they did step out of bounds. I believe, or no, it's going to be the Celtics with a reach-in foul. Wow, so the Cavs were able to handle that ball properly in the corner, and Boston committed a reach-in foul in the corner. And this will be Cleveland in the bonus. The Cavs will go to the bonus with 1:54 left to go. What a save right there in the corner. 102-99, and it will be Darius Garland shooting free throws. Right now, 2 shots in the bonus at the free throw line. 15 points, 11 assists tonight. First free throw is good. The Boston Celtics are looking like the Golden State Warriors in the second part of the second quarter on Sunday. Fourth quarter looking like that. The Cavs are plus 20 in the fourth right now, 32-12, resulting in a big U by Boston. Second free throw missed off the mark by Garland. Rebound secured here by the Celtics. 1:50 remaining. Gotta go. White at the wing on the floor. Porzingis, Tatum, Brown, and Holiday. Porzingis dribbles up. Free throw circle. Porzingis bounce pass off to the cutter. Backdoor. Drew Holiday scores the layup. Good for 2. It's made by Drew. 103-101. This is where heroes and legends are made in close games in the Boston Celtics this season. 4-4. In games decided by 3 points, you have to know how to win these close games in order to be a 2024 NBA champion team. Garland, bounce pass, try to thread the needle. Oh, they lost it out of bounds. In and out of the hands of Jared Allen as Darius Garland tried to thread the needle. It's a Cavs turnover. Celtics with a possession, and the referees blow time as Cleveland wanted a couple substitutes to get into the game here. We're down to 1:18 remaining. 1:18 left to go. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Both teams with 2 timeouts left to go. Celtics have the possession, 1:15 on the clock. Boston with the basketball. Tatum, top of the key. Tatum backs his way, free throw circle. Tatum, dish out to the wing. Porzingis pops up, takes the 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound secure by the Cavs. 1:01 remaining, and Cleveland will burn a timeout. Down to 1:01 left. Tough shot right there by Porzingis. At the wing as he jacked up for the 3, looking for the lead. Instead of going for the 2 for the Celtics, Tatum gave it up to Porzingis at the wing, and he missed off the back rim. It'll be Cleveland basketball and a 2-point advantage for the Cavs with 1:01 left to go, remaining in the fourth. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this one tonight. Celtics, Cavs, type it in. The Boston Celtics have choked on a 22-point lead as they've gone a Fuka Choka tonight in this one, resulting in the big U for the Boston Celtics. Some poor shot-making decisions for shooting decisions in the second half leading to a 32-14 Cleveland advantage in the fourth quarter. Lucas in the stream, welcome in. Celtics looking for 12 straight, but in jeopardy right now. Cleveland's looking to go back to a tie for second with the Bucks in the Eastern Conference. They're one game behind Milwaukee. So here we go. 101 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cleveland will get the inbound. Celtics with White, Holiday, Tatum, Brown, and Porzingis, the five on the floor. Garland on the floor with George Niang, who will be the inbound passer in the backcourt. As we see Garland in the backcourt, Evan Mobley is out, but Karis LeVert on the floor, Jared Allen, and George Niang. Yeah, Evan Mobley left. I think it was the third quarter he went down, never came back. Final minute left to go. Garland has the edge of the midcourt logo. Lob deflected, looking for Allen. Into the hands to White, picks it off. Great deflection right there by Porzingis as they were trying to send a backdoor over to Allen. Porzingis drives downhill to the rim, drops it in, and one coming up in the free throw line there for KP. Kristaps Porzingis, coast to coast, off the deflection, scores the layup on the opposite side of the Celtics. Tie the game up at 103. What a game. Porzingis running the floor, and the big fella receives it off the trail to the hoop, absorbs the contact, and makes the layup +1 at the free throw line to break the tie. Porzingis with a free throw. Got it. 104-103 Boston, 1 point lead. 35 seconds left to play. Cleveland with a possession. Garland crosses midcourt. He's working on the Holiday 101. Wade tried to set the screen. Garland moves now to the corner. Into the hands now of LeVert. Back outside. It goes to Garland. 8 on the shot clock. 20 seconds left to go on the game clock. Missed the shot. Oh, the putback's right there, though, by Dean Wade. Soars up with a two-handed putback jam. Dean Wade's been major in this fourth quarters. We're now down to 15 seconds. This is where heroes and legends are made of. Looking for 12 straight for the Celtics. Tatum, they got 2 timeouts remaining. 8 seconds left to go here. Tatum, top of the key, crossover. Guarded by Garland, 4 seconds. Tatum dribbles up at the elbow. Jumper for the win. Off the back rim. Oh, it's no good. Porzingis going up for the putback chance, but Tatum going up. Was he fouled here on the shot by Tatum at the elbow? And he was. Jason Tatum was fouled with 0.7 of a second left to go by Darius Garland. And Jason Tatum will shoot 2 at the free throw line as he got fouled off the step back. Wow. Tatum will shoot 2 shots here at the free throw line. In the bonus as Darius Garland picked up the shooting foul. 105-104. Cavs are going to challenge this call on the floor right now as we take a timeout down to 0.7 seconds left to go as Cleveland will challenge the call on the court. According to the referees, Jason Tatum off the deep 2 step back was fouled by Darius Garland, but Cleveland has challenged the call and we are awaiting word from the official. If so, Tatum will shoot 2 at the free throw line if the Celtics keep this challenge and win it. What a game. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Jason Tatum turning 26 on Sunday on his birthday. It's around the age that superstars start to turn into champions. Jason Tatum might get 2 free throws coming up. If so, gotta find that championship identity right here and put up win number 12 if it does happen. Awaiting the call on the floor on the official review. Also, Boston is in the bonus as well. So bonus has been activated if this was indeed a foul. Tatum off the jumper, took the J. According to the officials, a shooting foul picked up by Garland at Tatum off the step back. Tough camera angle from there. On the last play, Tatum falling away And Porzingis tried to get the putback at the buzzer, which he did, but the whistle blew anyway by the referee. I don't think he would have got the putback in time if he was fouled with .7. So big call right here on the floor. Big call whether Tatum will shoot free throws or not. Wow, so they're going to spot this back of the midcourt logo. So Cleveland able to take the challenge, results in a jump ball. Celtics couldn't get a shot off, and this game has been finalized. Wow, so that's how they finalized the game right there. The referees did not give Tatum the free throws, and this game has gone final. The Celtics choke on this one tonight as they choked at a 22-point lead, and they lose by 1 to start off their 5-game road trip on a jump ball. I don't think they realized they had 0.7 of a second left to go as they needed to get off a shot. Derek White received a jump ball. Yeah, it did not look like he realized there were 0.7 of a second left to go. And of course, you got to leave it up to head coach Joe Mazzulla to install the game plan in these guys, and that was definitely not championship identity game plan. Certainly not how they played in the fourth quarters. They got outscored 34-17. That was not identity championship level game plan. That was losing the finals 2 years ago against Golden State, what it looked like. Pulling a second quarter in the final 6 minutes, what Golden State looked like on Sunday, and they lost just like that. Wow, so it came down to a critical call by the officials. Porzingis tipped it off up to White, who needed to get a shot off, which he could have got a shot off, and he just stood there with the ball once he received it. So I don't think Derek White even knew that there were 0.7 of a second left to go on the game clock, and stood there with the ball confused about the final play, and this is how this game wraps up. Yikes. So the Celtics, so close to 12 straight wins. 11-game winning streak snaps up for this one, and they get their 11-game winning streak snapped here, and in a game that they should have won. And once again, a game that they should have won, just like a couple other ones that they've lost by close games this season. Just a tough way to finish this one up. Cleveland steals one tonight, and Cleveland takes the game against the Celtics, which means that Cleveland does not get swept against Boston in the regular season. But wow, if Dean Wade hadn't been making those shots, then the Celtics would have won this game. But Dean Wade, the MVP of this game for Cleveland, comes in the fourth quarter, and he pours in 23 points. Majority of those points, I believe he scored 20 of those points in the fourth quarter by Dean Wade. He meets 6 threes. I mean, I don't know what the Celtics were looking at defensively, but it was like they didn't even realize that he's an NBA player for Dean Wade. Like, it didn't even look like they had him scouted out in the scouting report. Like, going over the film and stuff like that, watching, and they forgot that this dude could shoot the cover off the ball. So Dean Wade shreds the Celtics in the fourth quarter en route to victory for Cleveland, and a big ew there by Boston. Thanks so much all for joining in. Celtics going to have to see if they can bounce back on Thursday night. Going to be a very difficult game against Denver. They've only lost 2 games in a row once. November 5th and November 7th, I believe it was, against Minnesota and Philadelphia. So the Celtics looking to avoid that very challenging game against Denver on Thursday night. They had this game. I feel so bad for whoever picked the Celtics in the spread for this game, because for the first 40 minutes out of 48, it was looking like that the Celtics were going to roll to an easy victory. They got up by 22 at one point in the late stage of the third, taking all the momentum into the fourth, and then they played their worst quarter ever of basketball this season in the fourth quarter tonight. It looked exactly like the last loss against the Lakers, where they were just going through the motions. Everything got a little bit too easy for them, and they thought that they had this game in the bag, and they weren't playing physical, they weren't playing hard, they were just going through the motions, turning over the basketball, and those turnovers really lost the game for them tonight. They turned it over 13 times. Cleveland had 17 points scored off of Celtics turnovers tonight in this game. So thanks so much all for joining in, being a part in this one tonight. This is a really, really bad loss for Boston, how they had this game in the bag. And yeah, Dean Wade, 20 points in the fourth quarter, went a perfect 7 for 7 from the floor by Dean Wade in the fourth quarter. And Cleveland found something in the rotation now for Dean Wade, and for the Celtics, you got to know how to bounce back on Thursday against the defending champs on the road to Denver Nuggets in a late game there. So thanks so much, everybody, for joining in. We're going to wrap up to the channel members before I close out this one tonight. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, Warren, Rajib, I Am Ghost, Russell, John, Mark, Kelly, Jeffrey, Vegas, Oink Oink, Michael, Katie, Bradley, Daniel, Derek, Sister Surround, Mario, Guido, SG Sports Talk, Ice Ice Baby, Robin, and Melinda. Tough one tonight for Boston. Going to have to bounce back in the next one. They blew a 22-point lead, and just devastating how they lost this game. Outscored 34-17, and Dean Wade scored more points single-handedly than the Celtics did in the entire fourth quarter. He poured in 20 points in the fourth quarter individually by himself, shooting a perfect 7 for 7 in the fourth. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining in. Enjoy the rest of your night, and hopefully the Celtics will be able to bounce back on the next one. And yeah, I cannot believe what I witnessed in the final 12 minutes of this game. Just an absolute tragedy how Boston played, and just they're gonna know that anything can happen. It's the NBA, and no lead is safe. And tonight we saw it firsthand here. No lead is safe indeed. They blew a 22-point lead and lost this game by 1. Thanks all everyone for joining in, and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night, everybody.